Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where we answer sporting questions from the chat. A lot going on. Still in the summer transfer window. Of course, today as well, Premier League is back. Was Javi Simmons to Spurs? Here we go. Did Spurs hijack Javi Simmons from Chelsea? Speaking of Chelsea, obviously, they signed Alejandro Garnacho from Manchester United. And speaking of Manchester United, Rasmus Hojlund, it seems, is going to join Napoli on loan. So get all your questions in. It doesn't have to be on anything I just mentioned. It may be something else. It may be about the Isak saga still continuing. This is longer than the Namek saga in Dragon Ball Z. I called him Alejandro Garnacho. You know, that's good. that is good. Hey, Vikran, you got some one-liners, you know. Hey, you know what? I gotta give plaudits where plaudits are due, man. You got bars. You got lyrics, man. You got bars for real. Before I bring on the rest of the man, know, big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure whether you're watching this live right now or you're watching this back after the live, hit the like button on the video. It's so important you do that when you enter the city of sarcasm. Oh, you're a regular resident here because most of you lot live here and are residents in the city. Trump was right. I should have built a wall, but here we are, people. Make sure you pay the tax. So please hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this out across all the socials. Yes, it's flawless on Twitter/Instagram, at Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Hit the notification bell as well. Big up Vikran. Big up Time to Shine as well. Big up Don C in the chat. Shout out to Warrior J, who's kind enough to drop quite a bit of information in the chat as well. I didn't even realize he did all that. So big up to Warrior J. But let me bring in the rest of the gang anyway. And here was me thinking, yeah, this is going to be a short show, and I'm seeing people just pop up like it's Royal Rumble. Don C's in the building. Steve's in the building. Prime's in the building. Jez is in the building. What are you man saying, man? What's good?
Yo, I'm good, man. What's up?
You are good. What are you man saying, man? You blessed.
Gotta hit the shower, then gotta hit the Malibu, man. That's what I'm doing.
God, this guy, yo. Hey, Don C short, man. How about that?
Did you say Donald was right?
I don't know who you're talking to, me or Prime.
Who? Nah, I was telling you, shut up, Don C. Go on, Prime. What was you saying? Oh, what did that? Just your smiling face? That's what it was.
Oh, say.
Yeah.
Shame about United. So what was that?
This guy, this fucking guy.
Did you say Donald was right?
No, I said Donald, meaning as in Donald Trump.
I know what you said, but that's a crazy thing.
Can someone get my man Amrim a fucking therapy dog? Like this is
fuck him, you getting paid well. You know what I'm saying? About therapy.
Oh, shit. I'll go through that suffering. I'll go through that suffering.
What the fuck? Fuck him.
I'll be honest, man. I'll go through that suffering if I get paid like that.
I wish I could fail like he failed.
No, I get it.
Imagine only 22% of my streams was good. You know what kickoff?
That's true.
You know what kickoff? The chat would be like, yo, what you doing? Imagine I only show. All right, scratch that. Imagine I only shown up 20. I had the schedule and I only shown up 22% of the time.
Oh, you said
you're making 30K. You're making 30K views per. You're making 30K views per video. 24% you're putting in there, and you're still getting the full revenue. Crazy.
Fact. Imagine that. This is liberties, man.
Not without the YouTube tax either.
Yeah, this is nonsense. That's absolutely. Jesus Christ. Shout out my guy Musa, but yeah, Jez had to save him when he was like, "Yo, breathe, man." I was just like, "Yo, I can't believe what I was hearing, but it's outrageous."
Nah, I can't. I didn't. I don't think it wasn't even that vexed after Grimsby. I'll be honest.
It's because me and Musa had the conversation. Literally, I keep calling him Musa. Musa. We had that conversation like 2 weeks ago, like just before the season started. So just before Arsenal, and he was telling me all that, and now he's still trying to tell me all this.
Conversation did you have with Xavi?
Say that again.
Talking about United starting well.
Oh, he was trying to tell me about United starting well and how we were going to do better this season.
But you did start well. You played well against Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was so
great to see Man United kick ball, had that 4 passes together. It's like you had more passes.
Yo, why are
than
you?
had runs.
Yo, this is late. Are you not gonna work tomorrow, yo? This guy, why are you so happy? Yo,
like Amarin's had like the only way Amarin's gonna get 2 runs in the game is if he goes out jogging in the mornings. Is what I'm saying. My man don't know what right his blood. You know what I'm saying? You would have caught Amarin winner. Like I said before, fuck this shit. Let's start this shit right here. Yeah, you man last year. Yeah, I could have had a pick-me in that time when you man was smiling. You get what I'm saying about, yeah, Eric Ten Hag, all you man on a Monday, yeah, you fucking cancelled all the shows, yeah. Just to big up Amrin, say, yeah, Ten Hag is gone, woo, 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 woo. Yeah, you man all like that, yeah. Fucking 10 months later, or 10 and a half months later, you man want to start crying. The grass ain't blood clot green on the other side. So what are you man really saying, all you fucking Ten Hag outers, that you should have kept that hole? You know what I'm saying? At least that hole took you from 15th to 16th. Let's talk about it, rude boy. Oh shit! Did you man lose to fucking Grimsby with your fucking strongest team? You get me? This is the mighty, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You might come like Zordon, you know what I'm saying? The leader of the failed Power Rangers. Big up fucking Amrin. Amrin in each and every time. Fuck United. We are happy to see the downfall. So what you say, brother?
Just to clarify, no, we should have kept Ten Hag. That's a big mistake. No. I'm still glad we got rid of him.
Flawless question. Because when you sacked Ten Hag, you kept saying about how, just got out of prison. My boy Amarim's got a job for me. So what happened? What happens now? What happens now?
What do you mean? What happens now?
Are you still out of prison now? Or are you back in prison?
Nah, I'm in hell. I'm in hell. There ain't no jail. This is hell. Okay. This is hell. That's what this is. This is complete.
You got out of prison and went to hell.
Hell. Nah, I got out of prison, was free for a bit, and then ended up in hell. Took a wrong turn in somewhere and ended up in hell. That's what happened. And I've just been living in hell for however long. 8 months? Yeah, about 8 months. Let's say from the top of the year, so we'll go 8 months, even though it might be slightly longer, maybe a little bit less. But yes, living in hell 8 months, almost 9 months. Literally pickney, yes. It's crazy. So I wish it was jail.
So with Ten Hag, you went from prison to hell. Is that what
you're telling me? No, we was in prison. Then when he got sacked, I was free.
He was free. And then
I went to hell.
Then you caught another Rico.
I wish it was a Rico, man.
His boy Amarim, who had a job waiting for him when he got out of jail, took him to hell, apparently.
Nah, okay, you know what happened?
So I need to get my head around this. So Prime, you're telling me that Eric Ten Hag set up Man United to fail?
Damn.
Nah, because they were failing before Man United, before Ten Hag.
But was it this bad? Because I didn't see
no.
Ten Hag lose to any League Two teams with his strongest team.
Ten Hag won back-to-back games.
Okay.
All he won back-to-back games. Jose, who's the other guy? The other Dutch guy. Moyes. Everyone won back-to-back games except this guy. So the guy's been here. The guy's been here 9 months, which is how long it takes to for a child to develop. And United have not won 10 Premier League games. Crazy. But apparently, Amram needs to spend money. He needs his own squad, so that's why
he needs time.
Yes,
he needs time.
Don't meet me in hell, Steve. No, I was saying, leave me alone. How about it?
There's a Malibu.
Nah, bro, you know what it is? To escape Steve, just go to Valhalla, man.
Leave me alone, Steve.
Nah, you can only enter Valhalla if you die in battle.
He's dying in battle. Did you see the conversation he's having with United fans? That's a battle right there, bro. Like I'll be honest, I would have quit the channel, bro.
Yeah, but Flawless is winning those battles, so you can't enter. You have to die in battle to enter Valhalla.
No, I purposely would just ended the battle, to be honest. Fuck it.
Do you know
I do have a choice. Don't meet me there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling you to do. Don't meet me there. You trying to tell me in hell? Savage was telling me that shit. I was like, in the afterlife, no. We was having this conversation a couple of days ago. She's like, I'll see you in the afterlife. No, the fuck you won't. No, absolutely not. Bro, I want to see none of you lot in the afterlife, man. I've done my time, all right? I have done my time, okay? With all of you lot and all this bullshit. I have done my time. Leave me alone.
where Man United goes right now, we're gonna follow you. This is what I'm saying because
no, hey, don't say don't say
you
that.
got work in the morning, yo. Why are you just
No.
this late, yo?
Hey,
You
I'm
got
going Birmingham in the morning. I'm going to a festival, blood. So I'm getting myself in some
go get your
right
rest
now.
for the festival,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? That's stretching out. I'm stretching my vocal cords. You know what I'm saying? And the best way to do it is to speak on Man United. So Flawless, you see, you got 4 good brothers, yeah? 4 good brothers.
You know what? Yeah. Whoa. Wait. What is going on here, yo? Everyone got fucking jokes now. Everyone he and ha in at nearly 1 o'clock in the morning. These might treat me like I'm a prick, yo. See how United got me out here? I can't even say shit. See all Duncy's back teeth and that. Prime got jokes. Jez just feels sorry for me at this point. And Steve's talking to me about meeting me in hell. That's the worst of it all. Fuck it, hell. Jesus, run out the likes. Don't say I don't provide content for you lot, man. Jesus. Sorry, go on, Duncy.
No, I was just saying, like, you got 4 good brothers out here, yeah? Right? We know you're in pain right now. You know what I'm saying? If you need to talk, right, we can actually help you through your hard times. Like, I know normally you're the one that does the therapy sessions. You get what I'm saying? When man's all fucking getting angry and shit, the veins all popping out of my head. But bruv, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you've been quiet lately. Like, are you okay, brother? Do you need us to help you through this tough
I don't need no help. Zero help. I'm good.
What was it? Wednesday, the score was 2-2. Yeah, you lot you lot played a very strong team. You lot played a hell of a strong team, and you got outplayed by people that work in retail for a living.
They rotated, by the way. Grimsby rotated.
Their
best striker was on the bench. They rotated.
Okay, so they rotated, bro.
Because Grimsby said at the start of the game, guys, it's United.
Yeah, they saved their stronger players for the game against Bristol on the weekend.
So basically, yeah, like you lot should do reverse. They should come in the Premier League. You should go in League 2 and see how fares up. Is that what you're trying to tell me, Prime?
I'll be real. I don't want to play Grimsby away. So
okay. Oh yeah, they're scary. Yeah, they beat the mighty Man United.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It's a shame. But Flawless, like I said, we are here for you.
Shine is calm, fam. It's big up though, Shine. Hope you're blessed. Hope you're coping too.
Oh wait, you're still gonna defend Amarim, Shine?
Sky Egypt.
That's what he said. I'll defend him. No,
he's talking about me. Talking about me, dickhead.
No one wants to defend Flawless. So.
To deflect, man. Happy NBA 2K26 release day, man.
Before we get back to this nonsense that these lot have got, is the game worth getting?
It looks good, but I haven't played it, so I'm gonna wait for like a good month or so and see if it's worth it, and then I might buy it.
I might start running the Pro Club version of it then and see what it's saying. I might buy it and play it. Sorry, go on. You carry on as you.
Oh yeah.
You don't see.
I thought Man United was bad. I'm not going to be honest, blood, because you know when you man started the league, like I heard a lot of Man United players like that. Do you know what it is? You're getting shots for your club, yeah, and realistically you shouldn't, because you've been calling out this fraud for a very long time, right? So, like, Flawless, this is not towards you, right? But because you're the only Man United fan on there, I wanted to take this. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Right? Pause, right?
Hey, yo, relax.
Pause. I said pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't moving like my man.
I know it's a Friday. I know it's a Friday night, but relax.
Okay, no. I'll relax like Man United thought that we're gonna do on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it easy. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. You man brought out your strongest team, or near enough your strongest team, right? Because I get it. Teams can lose to League 2, especially gargantuan, like title winning ex-European champions and all of that. I get that. You man are the thing. You get me? But how do you actually feel? You know what I'm saying? Because I've actually asked you that. How do you actually feel at the fact that you man played your strongest team, right? And it's not the fact that you lost; it's the way that you lost, because you were second best in every metric.
It was a deserved loss.
And it's like if we could call that the perfect storm for you lot, and I'm not even trying to ban that right now, because like sarcasm citizen, my man wasn't. Flawless is an Amrin out. He's always been. He gave him 2 months. He saw that he wasn't good enough. And I will actually admit to that. But what I saw on Wednesday with what people said, the 92 goal scoring, biggest team, arguably in England, the team that started off the league so well and lost, may I add, and still haven't scored a goal to this day in the Premier League, yeah, because the only goal that they got was an own goal, technically, yeah. Mm-hmm. How do you feel, bro? Because it's like we've heard of disaster stories, but it's like this man has actually like continued from last season. Mm-hmm. And he's got, I can understand that. Do you know what?
He's continued from where?
Last season.
All right, cool. Where we finished where?
15th.
All right, and we failed to win back-to-back games. Correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Last team doesn't count though.
Oh yeah, last it only counts if we would have won. But if we lose, then it don't count. Sorry, go on. Lex, I got you in a second. Give me 1 second. I got you. Lex.
Remember, you didn't have Mbeumo, Cunha, and Baliba last season. Remember that?
Yes.
Remember that. So it's not his fault.
Your attack has got better. I get it. Your attack has got better, but it's like even with your attack, they can't get past the final third.
But you even play one of the attackers. That's the crazy part.
And they play Mount as the number 9. I don't get it. So I wanna know from a Man United supporter, Man United / Tottenham supporter, what's going on, brother? What's going on? What's really good? We're here.
You mentioned it there before you do. Big up Hassan for the raid as well, man. Appreciate it, Hassan, every single time. You lot run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. In regards to what's going on, carbon copy of last season. There's nothing new. There's nothing new. The only things that actually genuinely surprised me was going out to Grimsby. Did the performance? No, I didn't think the performance would be good. But I thought, talent-wise, we just have enough and we get past them. That's why I actually don't blame the manager for the majority. I don't proportion the majority of the blame of that defeat on the manager. That's on the players. Because I should be able to be in charge and you lot get past the League Two sides. So that's on them. But however, where he doesn't get no grace because you still didn't help the team, number one. And number two, it's just the domino effect of bad decisions. That's what it is. That's why I asked you to repeat when you said about last season. It's pretty much the same team with the same manager. I kept asking this all summer long, as you lot know, and regulars will know. Why was it going to be different? Why? Why was we magically just going to drastically improve? And there was no substance. There was no logic. There was nothing sensible. It was all feeling. It was all heart. It was hope. It was optimism. And like I say, those two things live too close to delusion. As soon as I hope, it's literally the block over. It's the neighborhood over. I can't deal with that. Because when you start talking to Liverpool fans or City fans or any teams that are doing anything of serious note at the top, their fans don't talk like that. There's no talk of optimism. There's no talk of, I hope my team does something. No, I think my team will because of this, this, and this. And normally they'll have quality in the dugout and they'll have quality on the pitch. And that's where it stems from. So in regards to it, the only thing that was an actual surprise to me was the actual defeat. But everything else, no, losing to you lot didn't surprise me. Drawing against Fulham didn't surprise me. The performance against Grimsby didn't surprise me. The manager awful lineups didn't surprise me. I literally called it after the Arsenal game. I said, he's going to play the same lineup. No way. Got it one wrong. He switched it. He didn't play Dalot and he played Ahmad. And then in that game, he took Ahmad off and put on Dalot. And there's no way in any way, shape or form Dalot is a better wing back than Ahmad. Nothing. I even think defensively it's like that where you go, oh, he's good. There's a massive like Ahmad gets cooked defensively, no? Because he puts in enough endeavor to be okay. And that's why you have an extra centre-back. The reason you have 3 centre-backs is so your wing-backs can literally play as wingers. And if your wing-backs are barbecue chicken from a defensive standpoint, you have a centre-back to step up. That's the whole point. And you have midfielder or midfielders in the pivot as well. But again, I could sit here from now till after the Burnley game that's coming up today and talk about things that he's got wrong. So yeah, and what has surprised me as well, I tell a lie, is that the turn from a large proportion of the fan base this early. I thought it would have been later. I didn't expect the turn. I knew the turn would happen, but I didn't expect the turn to happen. whatsoever, like this early to the point people are like, oh shit, Flawless, you was right. Apologies, right? And this was after the Fulham game. I was hearing this. This is before Grimsby, after the Fulham game. So that's how I just look at it in regards to it. They just gotta pull the plug, but again, they won't pull the plug because, like I've been saying, I'm repeat. The only way that you lot know it's a different day is because I'm wearing different clothes. If I had the same hat on and same top on, you lot wouldn't know. You lot would think I'm just on repeat. I don't even have to be here right now. Could be asleep. It's just insert team name here because it's the same shit, the same things I've been talking about in regards to this ownership, and people criticize me about that. And then the cheek of it this season, why don't you think we can finish 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th? Fucking cheek of it. People genuinely try to argue me down like I'm the crazy one. Genuinely try to argue me down. And then it's took, like I've been saying, 2 games in 4 days for people to go, this ain't it. Because before the Fulham game, on that day, it was fine. We played well against Arsenal. Unlucky loss. We were improving and we getting better. We played the Fulham match. We played the Grimsby match. And in the space of 2 matches and 4 days, the fan base did a 180. How? That's why when Rio Ferdinand said what he said, he's right. Much as I disagree with a lot of Rio's takes, he was right when he said about what happened to it. Can't be give him time, give him 10 games, and then 2 games you flip. If you can flip in 2 matches in 4 days, you know what that tells me? You didn't believe the shit you were saying in the first place. Right. And if I genuinely back somebody, it's going to take more. Whoever the next guy is, let's say it's Glasner. And I'm like, yo, Glasner's the guy, get him in. And Glasner has an awful first couple games. I'm not going to say get him out. No, I believe in him. If I believe he's the manager and the team's good enough, then it's going to take more than that. It took 2 days, not even a full week, and people switched. So all them people that was arguing me down, you didn't believe the shit in the first place. Is that how you back someone? Despite how poor it is, we could have got packed up by Grimsby. We could have got packed up by Fulham. Bear in mind, we drew the game. But let's say we lose 3-0 to Fulham and lose 2-0 to Grimsby. If you genuinely believe the guy is the guy to take us forward, that wouldn't change your mind. Because you think, all right, it's 2 bad results. But you didn't believe what you were saying, but tried to make... that's what I was telling people. I tell people all the time, you don't believe that. I was just telling it to Moose on the fan calling show. When we went through the next 8 games, you don't believe that shit. And that's my guy, so I can talk to him like that. That's why we was arguing. Because he told me all this shit beforehand, and that's why I wasn't trying to hear what he was saying. He's like, oh, I want apologies if it goes that way. Well, you told me we were beating Arsenal and we was going to play well. You told me we was going to beat Fulham and we was going to play well. You told me we was going to be better overall. So you're already 0-3 against me. So if anyone's owed apologies, it's me. But I'm not like that. I'm not like, yeah, give me the apologies. Because the football tells all. That's what you're talking about. Last season, not counting and all this crap. So that's why I said to him, I said, so does last season count for slots? Yeah, because he won the league. So if Amarim would have done well and won the Europa League, it counts. But when you lose, you dismiss it. I bet. So people just want to pick and choose. So there is I'm not pick and choose. Like, again, if you genuinely believed in the manager, it takes more than 2 games in 4 days. That's like you done see saying, hey, Gyökeres, I'm not saying you said this. Gyökeres is best striker, man. Glad we got him. And then he doesn't score in 2 games and you go, he's terrible, get him out. So you don't believe in him then. That's why I haven't flipped on Okonya and Bremo, for example. 2 quality players, they'll come good. Have no doubt about it whatsoever. Despite them not playing well so far. Can't really comment on the second game, but let's say for argument's sake, they didn't play well in that game. They'll come good because they're 2 good players. Same with Yoro. Same with De Ligt. Look at Yoro. When he was going through, I was like, yeah, I've seen enough from Yoro for me to go, yeah. And now he's been one of the better players. De Ligt, good player. People, how you flip that easy? You can flip that easy. That means that you didn't believe what you were saying. Don't try to sell me bullshit. So people, man, that can't kid a kidder. The people kept trying that. That's why I went off about it when someone was like, oh, so if Amarim does this, would you back him? I said, do you believe Amarim's going to do that? No. So why are you asking me then?
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Oh, so say if someone asked me, oh, if he finishes top 6 and win a trophy, will you back him? Do you believe he's finishing top 6 and winning a trophy? No. So why are you asking me of something you don't believe in then? Anything I ask of somebody, I believe in. If I tell you, all right, this, I'm going to ask you. Stop coming up with hypotheticals you don't even believe in. And that's where it stems from. And this is where my frustration lies, because I had to sit here and hear all of this nonsense for months. May, June, July, August. Literally, end of May, really. So I just say June, July. Literally, we are closing in on the 1st of September on Monday. I've listened to this bullshit for 90 days. 3 months. Every single day, I've heard this nonsense. And people wonder, like, yo, why don't you think you can do this and and all this stuff? And now, and then after 3 months and 90 days, you lot switch in 2 days and 4 days and 2 games. How fucking outrageous. When it was obvious, it wasn't even like it was complicated. Again, we were saying this before on the fan calling show with Jess. If we had brought in 6, 7 players, I would have understood it because the team is vastly different. So I go, all right, even though I don't think we'll do that well, I see the vision. I see the other. So there was nothing apart from delusion, hope, foolishness. All lives in all symptoms of each other. All symptoms of each other. Now you see people switching. Now people want him gone. And yet this board still, right now, this board still have this man in charge. Platinum opportunity to sack him right after the Grimsby game. Right after. They would have sacked. You just lost to a League 2 side. Strike there. Because the pressure would have, because everyone would have been talking about that. And even if we do lose to Burnley, which is a possibility, do I think we lose the game? No. But even if we do lose to Burnley, guess what? They still won't sack him. And then the international break is going to be all about, hey, why is Amorim still in charge? And I know this because they did the same shit with Ten Hag. This is the same shit on repeat. It's the same thing. Expect people to be if someone's incompetent at their job, people, expect them to be incompetent at their job. Once people show you who they are in a working capacity, believe them. But people don't want to. And I don't understand why the accident has to happen for people to go, oh, they're not that bright. I've been calling out Ineos from before they got in the job. Why is that? They did a deal with the Glazers. You don't want what's best for Manchester United Football Club. Because you did the deal with the fucking biggest enemy. But you want what's best for the football club. I bet. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, man, it looks like a snake, slivers like a snake, rattles like a snake. Is it a snake? Or you got to get bit by it for you to believe it's a snake. I believe what I see in it. When people show me who they are, I believe who they are. Or I have to sugarcoat the shit.
Yeah.
And I've seen it. Same with Amorim. Hey, how did you know that it was going to go bad? Because previous results show that he won 5 games in 5 months. On my heart of hearts, I could do as bad a job as him. I could win 5 games in 5 months. 100%. And I am no Premier League manager. And I can do equal to the job that you can do. That's when it is. It's like, all right, man. It's like, all right, whatever. What are you saying, Pierre? You good?
Yeah, man. I'm good. How are you doing?
Blessings, man. Blessings. It's been a minute. Yeah, man. Man's good. And yeah, like that's where it is.
Let's go.
Yeah, 3 months done, see, man. I had to listen to this. I'm sparring with people in the chat to the point it becomes a segment of the show. For 3 months. And I'm not beefing Arsenal fans. It ain't Chelsea. It ain't City. It ain't Liverpool. It's my own people. Make that make sense. My own people. You are now, most of them are scarce. 90% of them ain't here. 90% of them ain't here. A few of them are. Kenny called in, a couple others called in, but that's it. I've seen in the chat. But his names I haven't seen. Ironically, no. Haven't sparred anybody since Carnival, no. Everyone put the boxing gloves away.
Not yet.
Why is that? They sparred nobody since Carnival. Nobody. But before Carnival, everyone was out. Everyone was on it. Like, come on, man. Too much results-based analysis.
I'm still waiting for Jason, man.
Yeah, crazy part is it happened last year, this time as well. That's what infuriates me even more, is that it's the exact same conversation, just with a different manager name. People are like, why do you hate the board? Because they make the same mistakes over and over and over again as we are watching. And they are right now. Just lost to a League 2 side. Sack the guy. Nah. We gonna keep him. We gonna back him.
This time is worse though.
Oh yeah, of course it's worse.
This time is much worse, actually.
But before you guys go, Rant's raid as well.
Shout out Rants for the raid. Like, and that's what it is. Of course it's worse. Which infuriates me even more, Peter, because not only is worse, you are not learning from your mistakes.
Well, it's learning from mistakes, but it's also like the sunken cost fallacy of like buying all these new players They don't want to sack him too early because it looks crazy. But it doesn't look crazier than deciding to keep him at the end of last season. Like, there was a pretty easy breaking point at the end of the Europa League final. They could have just sacked him and cut their losses and started over and handed that 200 mil to somebody more flexible than Amarim, but they didn't. So now, like, if you're going to sack him, because the window's still open, sacking your manager mid-transfer window looks insane, regardless of how much he deserves it, right? So by letting him stay, you're almost giving him 3-4 extra months, but by the end of that, your season could be completely down the drain. You know, like it's a crazy position to find themselves in, but they just decided to kick the can down the road enough times, and it's just gonna get worse before it gets better.
You know what's
Unless
crazy?
he starts winning games, but that's obviously not happening.
You know what's crazy, Peter? They put themselves in this situation. That's the maddest part.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they didn't have to do this.
Yeah, that's the maddest part. They watched it and then watched it happen again and went, you know what? We're going to run it back. I bet. Big up Zare as well. Shout out my guy Rants for the raid. Big up every time, man. Shout out my bro Rants every single time. You know, make sure you check out his boxing stream as well. Put on a clinic in that bout. Shout out Rants. Big up for Sam every single time too. But yeah, like, that's just literally what it is. Watch him. And you know what's crazy? They're going to make the same mistake with the next guy.
I don't get this. I don't understand the affinity for a coach that's really done nothing for you. Like, you're looking at 28 points in 29 league matches. You're out of Carabao Cup in round 2, which I think in the United States isn't even on broadcast. So I don't even know what to say about that. It is what it is. But yeah, it's crazy because Ten Hag's last full season was your guys' worst ever league campaign to that moment in time. And I think you guys had 61 points. And you guys finished last season with 44 points. Like, not only did it get worse, it got way worse.
Facts.
Like, I don't know if you can just kick the can down the road too many more times if you're the decision makers. Like, they have to do something at some point.
They will, but it'll be too late. Because they're trying to say, rather than do what's actually best, they're trying to save face.
That's the thing, because at the end of the day, it's all about pride, innit? Like, they know that. Like, we look, like, that's the thing. Like, I feel like, because they're billionaires. Like, billionaires, we all know billionaires are hella petty. They ain't gonna go out there, sack him literally after giving him, what, 200 million, I think, worth of players, if I'm not mistaken. And then just sack him 2 games into the season after all the stuff about wanting to back him, giving him time. Last season was just a transition season. It's just generally what it is. And a lot of teams do it. Well, Man United is probably the most hilarious thing, because I feel like if this is the ironic part about it, if this was Tottenham, I think he would have been gone last season already, and not even after the final. There's not even after the final.
You have to think about it. In Manchester United's history as a football club, right? They have 2 managers that are incredible and are legends of the game. They're knighted for a reason, right? And everybody else is pretty terrible. Like, it's varying shades of terrible or mediocre, right? So, but unfortunately for a lot of these fans, like, you see Sir Alex Ferguson's success. If you're old enough to have watched Sir Matt Busby's United, you're probably not on this stream. But if there's any overlap there, shout out to you. But people have seen empires get built and dynasties happen. And they're constantly chasing, like, the next dynasty in a manager. And they're willing to throw endless time and resources behind a person without actually seeing anything happen. Like, there's nothing to suggest Amarim's cut out for this job. There's been nothing. There is nothing. I don't think he is. But it's Fergie needed time. It's like, yeah, that was 1980. That was 1980.
Even scratch that. Like, people you get that missed. Look at his resume. If Amarim, guess what? If Amarim had done what Fergie had done, I won't be on his case as much.
Flawless. You know what's funny? I used that example like a day ago. I was arguing, funny enough, with an Arsenal fan about this. He still thinks Amarim deserves time, and they keep using Fergie as an example. And I said, what Fergie's record before joining United was legendary. Amarim's not done the same thing. And then they said, well, Amram's won 2 league titles at Sporting, so we have to respect it. Like,
which you do.
Credit to winning 2 league titles, but like he's not achieved something legendary like what Fergie did. He's not even done what Jose did before joining Chelsea.
Other than Jose Mourinho, which manager has been plucked out of that league, put into English football, and done well? Can anyone think of one?
I think it's just I can't even think of the managers who have made the move. Outside of AVB and Mourinho, has there been anyone in the modern day era?
Bruno Lage was at
There may have been like teams that go to mid-table or
mid-table. Nuno came from the Portuguese league to Wolves. They did okay for Wolves.
Yeah, he did well.
That's what I'm trying to say.
He got them promoted from the championship.
So Nuno's the best Portuguese manager to manage in England other than Jose is basically what we're saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be looking at success in the Portuguese league as some sort of barometer for being able to run Manchester United. No offense, guys.
But also, Peter, you should know this, I'm assuming, because you know just about everything. Klopp's first year at Liverpool, because people also use Klopp as an example of taking time.
Yes,
people seem
it
to
wasn't
think
this bad, though.
People seem to think Klopp's first year was bad at Liverpool.
It was bad for what they ended up doing. Like, obviously, sitting at 8th isn't good. Like, even if you want to take Arteta's first season and a half where they were in 8th place, his first full season, they finished on 61 points from 38. So you're at about a little over 1.5 points per match. Klopp's first, the season he took over, the October to the end of that season, I think it's something like 51 points in 33 or 34. So you're at about 1.5 points anyways. Like, it wasn't great, obviously. You don't want to be near 8th place if you're in charge of a big club.
You saw what he was doing. Like, it was clear what he was doing.
You see what's happening.
Sorry,
Liverpool at the end of Brendan Rodgers really wasn't up to much anyway, so it's not like fans had anything other than time and patience to give. And again, if Klopp was out here at 1 point per match, I don't think he would have been given all of this blind faith. I've just never seen somebody go from this low down, like 15th place, relegation form type of stuff, to challenging for major trophies. Because even Arteta at his worst was nowhere near what Amorim is doing.
It's just
like I say,
it's
different level of bad.
No managers.
Willful ignorance.
And even Arteta's first, even Arteta's half season at Arsenal, he joined in December 2019, because we had COVID as well. 2020 July was the end of the season. He won an FA Cup, so he at least did something. Amorim's not done anything.
Cups aside, right? Cups aside, there's a difference in being 8th place in the league table and being 15th. There is a difference between being genuinely mid-table like Fulham or Brentford were last season and being in the bottom 5. Like, it's a completely different level of terrible that Amorim has less than 1 point per match in his Premier League career managing Manchester United. I don't think people understand how bad that is.
But you know what's crazy, Peter? People don't realize how bad it is. You know why people don't realize how bad it is? Because people will point to the 29 games played, 28 points. At the start of the season, it was 27 games played, 27 points.
Oh.
Here's what it's real funny for me. I swear to you.
Go.
They criticize players with a fine-tooth comb, but somehow, someway, when it stops at the manager. For what reason? They're all a part of the same project. They all have individual role to play. He has so much leverage over the careers of these players, i.e. Kobe Manu, can't seem to get on the pitch. That to sit here and act like he doesn't have an impact is outrageous to me, which is what people are actually trying to do. They legit leave it aside. They'll focus on something else. But when it's time to call the manager to the carpet, fucking crickets. And then when you do it, they call the fan police. None of it makes sense. None of it is rational. None of it is logical. It's fandom. It's the fanatical part of why we enjoy this shit. And that's all I can point to, because again, I'm on the fan shit with Ineos just because they're getting the players that I've hated my entire Manchester United career the most. They're getting them out of here. So I'm telling you right now, I'm giving them grace because they're doing that at least. But as I've told Flawless, as I've told anybody who's criticized Ineos, have at it.
Yeah, you said this. Yeah.
They're not cleaning this shit. You people loved Clear Lake. You love Clear Lake a little bit now, but before that, you were holding them accountable. It's the same shit. People protest when it's convenient, not when it's a principled take. That's the problem that makes me honestly like not even take a lot of them seriously. So this shit will continue unless they do something about it. Unless they change the course, which we've been with almost every manager we've had that has not worked. We fired them too late.
And you know what makes that even worse, Eddie, is that before you go, Jez, Ratcliffe spoke about Ten Hag and said, "Yeah, we fired him too late."
You do the same shit.
He literally said that we fired him.
That's why when people put like with the whole Garnacho thing, that's why it was so funny to me how people were acting like, you know, Fabricio was this real deal journalist getting the inside scoop on everything, where he probably just had to call the fucking agent or Garnacho himself. This is the games we play with the media. This is the game. So all this shit that you're hearing about Manchester United's board saying this one thing, the other, that's all cool. What them actions look like though?
Yo, Eddie. No, not Eddie. Was it Peter? I looked at actually up about the Portuguese managers in the league, and there actually haven't been that many. Obviously, Victor Pereira, no at Wolves, at Wolves right now. Obviously, Amrin at Man United right now, and then the other ones that were in the Premier League were Jose with Chelsea, Man United, and Tottenham, and actually have the points per match as well. In total, by the way, with all the clubs, Jose had the 2.02 points per matches. Then second is Andre Villa-Boas with Chelsea and Tottenham, had a 1.79 points per match. Then there's Nuno Espirito Santo with Wolves, Tottenham, and Nottingham Forest. He had a 1.39 points per total. By the way, all teams combined. Marco Silva with Hull City, Watford, Everton, and Fulham, 1.27 points per match. Bruno Lage with only Wolves, 1.24 points per match. Carlos Carvajal, Swansea City, 1.11 points per match.
That's a throwback.
And then obviously, that's a throwback. Obviously, Victor Pereira, there's not enough data. And then there's Ruben Amorim with 0.92 points per match.
0. What?
0.92.
It might be 9.6. Like the math might not be correct. It doesn't look correct to me. Either way,
it's on relegation pace.
By the way, this is with Peter. This is with 26 matches, by the way, not the.
Okay, so this was before the season then.
Just the season started, yes.
Okay.
Where's on relegation pace?
Can you send that to me,
fam?
One sec.
It's funny because off that list of Portuguese coaches, in terms of jobs the person has taken relative to what they've done, like I think Marco Silva's stints at Hull City really screwed his rep in England. Like I actually think Marco Silva is a really good coach.
He's a good coach.
Fulham just don't want to participate in the transfer window. I don't know. They want to build their rooftop pool and just hang out.
Yeah. Nah, they happy with like where they
I don't know.
You know the owners. Shout out the Cons, man. It's all
hey
about
man,
that.
Marco Silva came out and said, "Yeah, I'd really like to sign some players," and the Cons are like, "Too bad, buddy."
That's what I'm saying. We got a Mike Jack statue outside this joint. You think any of you guys will get to that level? What you mean, man?
Yeah, like you better learn Iwobi in the midfield, brother.
Exactly.
Like, all right.
I want chance ASAP. If you don't give me a chance, I'm revoking your season ticket just like that.
Hey, don't see this is your fault. I even want this to go this place, but here we
are.
Mate,
I didn't do nothing. I just asked a question. It's like you like to ask these questions, bro.
I needed to get that shit off my chest. I ain't gonna lie.
Ask them questions, Don.
You know what I'm saying?
Eddie, nobody asked you, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Dark side. That was
you feel better?
Eddie put the black dashiki off.
I'll contain myself.
Do you feel better? You got that off your chest at least?
No, you know why? Because as I'm talking and I'm saying things, I start realizing more. So it annoys me
It's
even more.
actually,
You know
it's
what's
actually
crazy,
worse than you
Flawless?
think, and you
I'ma
think
be
it's
there tomorrow
terrible.
morning, bright and early, just to watch
That's
it
it.
all.
Like
I'll
I'll
be
say
surprised.
something and I go, I didn't even think of that, or it's something I'd forgotten about, or something like that. Or I remember something somebody said to me, or something will just spark something. That's what it is. All it takes, man, is just something to spark. I'm like, yo, I forgot about
Look,
it. I even
look.
pissed.
All I'll
crazy.
say, last thing I'm gonna say is the previous few crops of promoted teams were all-time terrible. Manchester United are so lucky they happen to have their worst season in modern history. At the same time, the promoted teams were this terrible, so there was no actual relegation struggle. I don't think it will get this bad because I think they'll sack him, but I would not trust Ruben Amorim in a relegation scrap.
You think
I
they'll
would
sack him?
not.
No way.
I would
Yeah,
not
no way.
even risk it.
No.
Hell no.
Honestly, that's the thing. Is like the guy. I mean, we literally seen it. Like we've seen it multiple times already. It's been reported. The guy is too emotional. Like you can't have somebody bare emotional in a relegation scrap, let alone be at Man United. And so it's like it's just. I feel like it's just really just a matter of time. To be honest, I think they're gonna get. You know, the funny part of all this is that know what you had the conversation with they had with Musa earlier. They have the same mindset. They have the same mindset as him in terms of like, yo, we're gonna give him the
10 games.
grace period to go and prove that, yo, can you turn it around? But who knows? Hey, maybe Burnley have to do a Watford. Who knows, man?
You see, the thing I don't see is what the hell do the Man United board? How does the Man United board think that Amber will turn this around? It's like because they say history shows you the kind of future. They finished 15th.
Again, because they don't because you know how they look at it. They don't think it's all his fault, Dunsey. That's why.
This is some bullshit.
They genuinely, honestly, I'm being deadly serious, Dunsey. This is how I think they look at. They don't think they look. All right, we took him halfway through the season. It was a terrible squad. They was already in a
halfway, by the way.
They don't fit their system. No, I'm just saying how they look at it, not how I look at it. This is how they look at it. He managed in our worst season. He still managed to get us to a Europa League final. We need to get rid of these players anyway. Let's bring in some better players and give them games. I'm telling you, like even now, even still, people are like, oh, it's embarrassing. They don't think it's embarrassing.
But you know, when you say it like that, that implies that they probably have to go the rest of the season with him.
Not the rest of the season, because I think it becomes a point where it's even untenable for them, like Ten Hag. It's a Ten Hag situation.
That's what it is.
Because they're one result away from it being untenable.
Ten Hag. No, it's already untenable. No, Peter. But untenable again.
Like I'm talking like fans.
No. What I'm saying
fans
is
like assaulting the players kind of shit.
Yeah, I'm saying untenable in their eyes, but it's already untenable now.
It's
already untenable now.
But for them, they can't, bro. They can't be that. I can't.
Not, they are again. It's already untenable now.
Flawless,
what I'm saying
is, on me. I'm saying.
Flawless, I promise you, if you load up the watch along at 3 p.m. tomorrow and it's 1-0 Burnley at 3:05 p.m., the sound you hear in Old Trafford will be something you've never heard.
Max.
They're one away goal from the funniest thing of all time. Scott Parker has a chance to do the funniest thing tomorrow.
The crowd was on his case at Grimsby. Kenny told me because he was there. You're saying the away fans was on his case, but what I'm saying is not untenable to us. I'm saying to them, they don't think this is untenable.
Because I want to remind people they are incompetent.
Exactly.
That's true.
There's incompetence, and then there's like negligence. This is negligent. This is shit people get sued for. This is what I'm saying.
This is malpractice.
Eddie, call them negligent then. But what I'm saying is, they don't think again. They don't think like this.
They got sleeper cells in the building. Is that what you telling me?
Yeah, they genuinely don't think it's that bad.
Oh man.
Who's worse, Jerry Jones or Ineos?
They don't like genuinely.
Listen.
Man finished. Man had 20. Man had 20. What was it? 27 games, 27 points. They said, "Now he gonna lead us into the next season." I'm telling you, these people are not smart. They are stupid. Been saying this. They don't think it's that bad. They think he can also turn this around. They don't see it as embarrassing. They see it as unlucky. We lost the penalty shootout.
Grimsby? It ain't Grimsby.
They don't think it's that bad. Penalty. It's a penalty shootout.
We're not doing that.
I'm being
I
deadly
think they
serious.
know it's bad. I can't go that far. I just
I'm
can't
being
go
deadly
that
serious.
To be fair though, after Grimsby, the day after, it came literally out that they said they want us to back him. It did came out.
I'm telling
But
you, they
again,
don't think it's that bad.
Listen. I just made the point. A lot of that shit that's out there, I don't believe, because I don't believe people really tapped in like that.
Nah, but for me, I'm not even saying like I'm not saying that it's necessarily true. They can sit here and say they still believe they back him. But only last Man United today, basically for the UK here, 5-0, and he could be gone on Sunday. That could happen. But I'm just saying, based on the previous evidence that we have seen so far, who are we really fooling here right now? Like, are you gonna be surprised if Amran's gonna be here?
I already said if he's here after I think I put 7 days on it from
7 days, which was
from the Grimsby game.
I'm
out.
Yeah, Eddie, you got 4 days left.
I'm out.
I'm telling you right now, man.
That's win, lose, or draw.
Yeah, I'm telling you now. Even if United lose to Burnley, they are not sacking him. We could lose to Burnley. They're not going to sack him.
So it's a wrong and strong kind of thing.
That's it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stick my head in it, and you know how we know? Because we have previous evidence of them doing this. Because they did the exact same thing with Ten Hag.
It's not Ten Hag. Ten Hag ain't do no shit like this though. That's
no,
where it's
different. This bad. But he did enough to get the chair.
Ten Hag at least I got to care about Cup.
Yeah.
The FA Cup, he could say some shit like
that. But you know what's crazy, Eddie? We know that the FA Cup didn't mean nothing to them because they tried to get rid of him straight after that. They just failed in that. They were just that piss poor in their attempt to replace him that they went back to him. People conveniently forget that.
Yeah, this
Ten Hag won the FA Cup. Then people can go Google this. Check when Tuchel was talking to Manchester United. It was after they won the FA Cup. They couldn't get Tuchel. They couldn't get De Zerbi. How you only got 2 managers on a short list is crazy for Manchester United. It's absolutely.
I hear that, Floss. I do, but I have one question.
And then they went back to him. And you know how they know they don't believe in him? Because they did something I've never seen before. They took 2 managers and placed them alongside him as assistants. I've never seen that shit. I've been watching the Premier League since the mid-90s, like 95, 96. Never ever have I seen a manager have a club go and get 2 managers who are managing. First team managers. Van Nistelrooy and Hack were managing in the Netherlands. They was over there in the Eredivisie and they took them both and said, you're going to both be assistants. I've never seen this before. I'm going to ask some of my elders and OGs if that's happened because I've never seen that in the Premier League. That's how much they didn't believe in him. And spent a whole heap of money and then had 3 international breaks to sack the man and still didn't. And then the game after they actually sacked him, we should have won. We should have beat West Ham because we were actually the better side. Dalot just missed the open net. Put one over the bar.
Well said. Something just crossed my mind, and I'm not gonna dispute anything what you just said. It's very well said. Do we know when Garnacho will be holding up the Chelsea kit?
Oh yeah, we'll get to that shortly.
Okay. Something crossed my
mind.
I forgot. Really why I was here. I apologize. That was well said, fellas, but I need answers to certain questions as well. So
you see, Paul. Hey, Paul, we'll see. I just don't see it. Again, people put faith in this ownership to do the right thing. Why? When they've shown us consistently for months. When you look at even the assessment of Ten Hag from their first reign, what the fuck is there to assess? What are you assessing? I assessed it. You lot had a TV. How you lot didn't assess this? What is there to assess? For months they assessed it, and still came to the wrong conclusion.
These are all facts. These are all facts that aren't to be argued against.
Well, I'm the crazy one.
You're not crazy.
All that time, these are supposed to be sensible people, thousandaires and millionaires. People paid great money to do their job, and they assessed Ten Hag and said, "Yeah."
Can I ask the Chelsea brothers a question? What's the level of excitement for Alejandro Garnacho?
We'll get to that question again.
Of Chelsea Football Club. Can I just
man? See, this is who Grimsby rested their players for. Shout out to my guy, man. Make sure you subscribe to the Talking Gas podcast. Says big up the panel. We've actually got Grimsby away tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe to Man's channel. Hey, they rested it. You know what I'm saying? If we get a result, Manchester United will big up, man.
You know what's hilarious about this whole shit? Yeah. Did you see the Leverkusen post? when the Champions League draw happened.
Yeah, Leverkusen getting out. All right, I will remember. Don't worry, Leverkusen.
Hey, man. Ten Hag grabbed the phone.
Ten Hag got the phone for sure. Got the phone.
Leverkusen, we know what it is. You got Ten Hag in it, so yeah, you know what? Good luck.
Good luck.
We'll be there.
This hate was just gonna put. You know what's hilarious? Because yesterday, I think yesterday it was reported that the Ten Hag's job security is not actually that good if he fails to actually perform well, which makes sense because they actually invested quite well in the summer.
What?
Say less.
I hear it. Yeah, and you know what? Investing in the summer, all well and good, but you know what? You got him at the helm. Hey, good.
How much money did we give him, Flawless? How much money did we give him?
It's like 300 million. 350.
Okay.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot of money, and he chose to buy but we do. Hey,
talk soon, Leverkusen. Talk soon.
Yeah, man. You just gotta wait, man. Just gotta wait. Big up Atlas for the super chat. I appreciate it. He said, yo, Troops used to call Kirill Farmer Jacob, but you don't know where the best milk in Poland is. I know. Prime, what we saying? Hey. Gotta live healthy, man. Hey, Prime, man. Atlas been offering you snow buddies for a minute now. What's going on? Hey, big up Atlas, man. Told you, shout Prime. Shout me as well. Email me, man. Atlas. I already told you because you're not on socials. Big up. Every single time.
I'm not involved in this conversation. Just to let you know. 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, you already know. But yes, Eddie's question for the Chelsea lot. Peter, Prime, floor's yours, Eddie, man. You can ask him again.
Alejandro Garnacho off the bridge. What are we saying? How are we feeling? How's this happening? With Javi Simmons on the way too, right?
Nah, he's going Spurs.
Oh, my fault.
This guy is so shameless.
My bad. Asking questions. We only ask questions here at Sarcasm City TV. That's all we do is ask questions.
That's true. That's true.
That is facts.
What I want to know is why Garnacho.
Say again.
What I want to know is why Garnacho.
Because the people making decisions at these football clubs are just not very bright. That's why.
Bro, by the way, I gotta say this.
You know what it is, done. See, we get bamboozled and fooled because they get paid a lot and they're in suits and that they're sent. But like, no, they just make bad decisions.
They expect too much.
I'll answer the question seriously. Why Garnacho? So that we can flip him to Arsenal.
Go fuck yourself. Do you know what? Yeah. We ain't taking no more Chelsea fucking rejects. Arsenal. Yeah, I am sick and tired of this.
Donzie, you know what's funny? No. Because what he's about to say, I have a clip of him saying that before you guys bought Madueke. So you're wasting your breath. Don't say that.
Yeah, you probably do as well, you know.
Cold blood.
I'm tired of this, man. Yeah,
what are you going to say? Let me guess. Show me. Don't sign Garnacho. Is that what you're gonna say? Yeah. You said that.
No, look,
show me you results, man. Show me. Show me who you are. Show me.
Jez, you don't want a trophy. I get it. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Like, it's good. It's all good.
Wait, what do you say? Sorry. No, I was listening. I'm just checking something. What do you say?
No, what I was gonna say was right.
He said you lot want a trophy. That's what he said.
I said you don't want a trophy. And big up you in it, like.
Hold on. Which team? You want a European?
Flawless.
Flawless.
Look right, flawless. Just because you're side
I'm just
hosting. Side bitch one and your main bitch lost to a League 2 team.
I am merely the host.
It's not my fault, brother. It's not my fault.
I am merely the host. Jez couldn't hear what you were saying, so I had to repeat it just to make sure. That's what I mean.
I
didn't. The one for one, I didn't hear it. Yeah. For one. Yeah, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
Make a joke, and Flawless messed it up.
No, I wasn't even making a joke. All
right, this is what Duncan said. We wanted trophies because
yeah. Because he said, I heard trophy.
This is Eddie's fault.
I heard trophy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then for me, and I was like, which trophy? Because like I want
to. I don't remember the
Eddie, you sound like you're Manchester United's manager
either.
Europa League.
I could be. I see who's passing for nowadays.
Who did they beat in the final? Does anyone know?
I don't know, man.
Hey,
by the way, can I speak? Can I speak on something real quick? Because I
was trying to hear from the Chelsea fans.
Tottenham should be awarded medals for winning that. That was the worst final I've ever seen in my life, and I'm glad that I can finally say that. That final, both teams should have got runner-up medals. That was diabolical stuff.
Agreed.
But you know what? This how the world doesn't roll, man. And this is what I want to go lead to onto
Flawless
something.
mute
This is actually where I want to roll onto something here. I know, Eddie, you want to go from the Chelsea fans. Clearly, nobody wants to talk about Garnacho.
Yeah, the Chelsea fans don't want to chat about Garnacho.
So for me, yeah, to all these bum ass guys, yeah, who sat to me, Jazz, your Europa League doesn't count. When you're gonna go to the Champions League, you're not gonna see Europa League level teams. Close. Look at my fucking fixtures, bro.
Let me have a look.
My fixtures are dead as Europa League and Conference League. You can argue, bar
outside of
PSG.
Paris Saint-Germain.
That's what I'm saying.
Outside
PSG. Outside PSG, we play Europa League.
They're
We
easy.
bring.
You'll be good. You'll be good.
No, bro. I'm just saying. No. I'm saying. Outside them being the only regular Champions League level team, bro, motherfuckers playing Europa League and Conference League teams in the Champions League, but everybody told me the Champions League is so superior.
Yeah.
The fuck?
This is
Yeah.
Dortmund at home, PSG away, Villarreal at home, Frankfurt
Okay,
away, Slavia
Villarreal-
Prague at home, Bodo
That's the
away,
same
Copenhagen at home. Man,
Bro, Villarreal, I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. Villarreal for me is an Europa League team. I'll keep it 100, bro.
Hell yeah.
I'm not. If we will,
Hey, Des, we got a shot here, man. We can make top 24.
They're
Come
actually
on.
going to be.
No.
they-
One second, did you say we've got a shot here?
Hey,
Once
hey,
again.
hey, let the man
The
them
floor
talk.
just said-
take a time out, man. Take a time out, man. Don't say fuck that.
Nah, bro. Those are a bunch of
no.
Europa League teams other than Dortmund and PSG. That's
Oh
that's
no!
Europa
This
League.
is Eddie. This is
And
Eddie. This is the funny part about it, yeah. Dortmund is barely even a fucking Conference League team, bro. Dortmund. Yes, I would know. Because of whole bum ass RB Leipzig couldn't go and just play the football, bro. Go and look. Actually, what the time? Hey, don't blame Leipzig, bro. Blame your directors and Garnacho, bro.
Leipzig, bro. I need someone to scapegoat. They're gonna take it.
Damn. You see, so yeah, Dortmund. I'll be honest, Villarreal, bro. For me, even though I think they have done some good business, I still believe they're an Europa League level team.
This Europa League run, yo. This is crazy.
Frankfurt.
Didn't they just lose Pino as well?
Yeah, to Chris Palace, to Palace, yeah. Frankfurt, we already spun the block. With them last season, literally in the Europa League. Slavia Praga, in my opinion, is an Europa League team. Not even Bodo Klimt, bro. We slapped in this type of way, and we're gonna do that again. And then Copenhagen again, another team that I think is an Europa League team. Obviously, because they're the champions, because they're one of the better teams in Denmark, if I'm not mistaken, it's Denmark. Obviously, they're gonna be there qualifying for the Champions League. But let's be honest, man. It's not like I'm seeing Copenhagen making it into the round of 16 multiple times every single time, bro.
Last time they were in the Champions League, they did.
Yes, it is. No, actually, no. I think you drew the game at LT. I think, Eddie, because Onana made the save the penalty.
Oh, they lost 1-0.
Oh yeah, you won because Onana saved the penalty.
They won in Denmark 4-3.
And I'm a keeper of Botman. I'm a keeper back Monaco.
Denmark.
I keep
Yeah.
And Monaco. If you want to say Monaco is a Champions League fit team, cool, because I think they have some good talent right there. So outside PSG or Monaco, bro. If you would have told me these teams I would have seen last season on the Europa League, I wouldn't have been shocked. So for all the niggas that told me, yo, the Champions League is that quality and Tottenham will struggle so much and it's going to be so incredible.
Say
it. I'm just saying. That's why. Now I want to end the myth about the Champions League, but is so superior. Yes, the Champions League is fucking superior, and of course in the round of 16. If you're in the round of 16, of course it's going to be fucking tough, bro. Of course you're going to start seeing Real Madrid. This is where you're going to see Real Madrid. This is where you're going to see Atletico Madrid. This is where you're going to see Real Madrid.
Spurs going to be in the round of 16, yes or no?
I think we're going to be in the round of. I think we're going to be in the round of 32, and then it depends who we playing. It depends who we play in the playoffs.
32 is crazy.
No, because this is the next round. This is the round. This is the round if you finish the playoffs, because I don't think we finish top 8.
Yeah,
you'll finish top 24 though.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So you're playing the round of 32, and then depending on who you play in the playoffs, if you're getting a good team to play against, I'll buck us over to Leicester to go to the round of 16. And this is kind of this was my point. That was my point. That was my point that I was trying to say. Too many man acting like the Champions League is like full of quality, when in reality, the quality really starts where it's in the round of 16. And this was my point. It was like, yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Man was saying the moment you get into the Champions League, you're gonna struggle immediately. Look at my fucking pictures, bro. Bro, I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I'm pissed if you don't win all home games. I'm gonna keep it 100.
It's not the old Champions League. That shows a different story.
I say this. 3 wins in a draw. Villarreal, I say draw. Villarreal, I say draw.
I think Villarreal for me are. I wouldn't be surprised if they beat you. They're actually going to be my sleeper team. They're my sleeper pick for the champs.
But I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. I'm not. Even though you say that, I'm not bothered by them though. That's my point. If you would have seen, because Villarreal was in the second pot, right?
Yeah.
If this would have been a Fletty, we're talking differently all of a sudden.
See, but I don't think the gap between Atletico Madrid and Villarreal is that much.
What's the table saying?
What's the pot 2 again? One sec. UCL.
What's the La Liga table saying right now?
Villarreal have 2 wins from 2, and Atleti have a loss and a draw, I believe.
That's like 2 games though. Like I do think things will pick up later though. The 2 games.
Last year, the point difference was 6 points. Atletico Madrid were 6 points better off than Athletic Club and Villarreal.
But I also do believe that the Atleti was better.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, Athletic Club.
The Belgian Champions League, right?
Hold on. How did Villarreal get into the Champions League then? Top 5.
Because the Spanish teams got the extra spot coefficient.
Oh yeah, top 5. I thought it was. Why did I thought it was Italy? It was the year before. I think it was the year before. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Now, but like I said, man. Even though I'm not gonna sit here and say Villarreal is awful. I'm just saying that I'm not bothered by the idea of having to play them. I would have been bothered about the idea of playing Atleti, even if you want to argue about the fact that Atleti maybe is not, the quality is not that far off. Ironically, I felt like matchup wise, shit, you might as well want to have Atleti and just play them on the counter.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, because I know Simeone is on some weird shit. Like one time he wants to play football, and then I don't know what they're doing. So ironically, I wouldn't even been bothered if he would have played Atleti. There's probably other pot 2 teams that I was more worried about getting than ironically them, to be honest. But again, like all I'm saying is, yeah, for all the people that told me once you get into the Champions League from day one, you're gonna be in hell, bro. But in reality, I think it's a very favorable draw. That's all I believe.
Nah, so speaking of that, staying with you lot, Javi Simmons, let me get to it. 1 second, hold up.
Can I real quick call my dog real quick, because he just
calm. I'll run through this anyway. Calm.
What is he gonna? What position is he gonna play? I guess he's filling in for the Madison role.
It depends on what Frank wants to do in regards to formation. Is he playing? Is it 2 10s and a striker? Is it 2 wingers, a 10 and a striker? Like that. That's gonna be the interesting part, because he's mixed it up so far. So because he can play 10, he can also play left wing as well. But I'm not sure exactly what Thomas Frank is gonna do.
I
like him in the middle. I don't like him on the wing.
Definitely not on the wing. Definitely not.
It is. This Thomas Frank and enjoying his start to life at Tottenham. I'm very happy.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, good. I knew before it was a great club, but getting to know the fans, players, and staff, I'm very happy. This is Javi Simmons on joining Tottenham. I'm really happy and can't wait to get going. I've been dreaming of this for a long time. It's a great club. When I met the head coach, I knew straight away that this was the right place for me. I bring flair to the team, but also hard work and discipline. I want to do everything I can to win for the team and also for the fans. This is Thomas Frank
to play for Tottenham, huh?
Says I'm really.
Hey man, Cruz said the same thing, man. Eddie, it's a strange world. It's a strange world, man.
When you got trapped underneath your stadium, that's what it is, man. People do.
You know what I'm saying, bro? And then you got Beyonce, Travis Scott, and all that. When you got you're not funny. And it's underneath you got like a go-kart thing and that shit. Oh, you know, of those people don't make fun about Mariankis, that fat cunt right there. Sorry, my bad. See you on Tuesday. See you on Tuesday. After all that stuff, yeah, bro, Levy did the same thing to Javi. You know the power, you know the meme of power where like goals is out there, yo, sleeping time, oh little fucker, let's go. You know what I'm saying, bro? This is what Levy did to him, bro, in the morning. Get up inside that contract, bro.
Thomas Frank on Javi Simmons says, Javi Simmons says, I'm really pleased we have brought Javi in. He's a great addition to the squad. He's still young. However, he already has good experience and over the past few years has played a lot of games at the top level. Javi has proven his ability to get goals, assists, both from the number 10 position and the left wing. He also has a great eye for his teammates in terms of unlocking defenses, and I know he will come in and be a part of a good team that is already working hard and together. This is the actual deal. Javi Simmons' contract is until June 2030 plus 2-year option until 2032. It's 100% side for Fabrizio Romano. Javi Simmons to Tottenham. Here we go. All signed between Spurs and Leipzig for fee worth 60 million euro fixed fee after agreement revealed overnight. Javi has completed his medical and his contract is also now signed. Like it says, contract until 2030, 2 plus year options. What are you saying? 2-year plus option. What are you saying? Not happy with it.
You know what's hilarious?
Well,
we signed him for less than Kudus, Elanga, Madueke. Which is funny. It's kind of funny, which is kind of crazy considering how you would imagine Bundesliga teams selling their top players, but then I would imagine he had to have some sort of promises from Leipzig that he would have been sold this summer. I'm gonna keep it back 100%. This was not a hijack. It wasn't a hijack. I was petrified the whole time. I'll be honest, because it's like with the way our window has been, we needed a certain level of player, and knowing that all it took for Chelsea just tell his camp we're gonna go and bid for you, just wait a little bit. Things could have changed so easily, and it could be so different right now. But Chelsea didn't, because they prioritized.
We did. He just waited till the 29th of August, and we just kept stalling. I don't blame him.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it's like
his brother rejected Bayern for us. He rejected Arsenal for us, and we
I know that. This is what I'm saying. So it's like, dude felt like, you know what, they're never gonna come. He felt like, yo, I want to leave Leipzig. I want to take the opportunity to play in the Premier League. He knows Tottenham can offer Champions League football. We actually broke our wage structure by signing him as well, giving him 200k. And I'll be honest, man. Like, I had always conversations before how I feel about Javi Simmons as a player. I have question marks about him as a player. If you ask me personally, there's certain stuff that I wonder, can you come to the Premier League and translate it? And has nothing to do with the Premier League. It's rather more of how you are as a player. But with the situation where Tottenham finds himself in and the level of play that he's currently at, with the characteristics that I think he has, he's a level raiser. He's a ceiling raiser, in my opinion. If we would have gone with players that I wanted, which I thought we was going to go Akliush or someone like an El Khanous at Leicester, I think they would have been floor raisers. Where I feel like these are players who are going to be consistent. They're going to be helping us becoming a better team. But I'm not going to raise the ceiling, not going to raise the level of the team. I feel like somebody like Simmons represent everything what I'm saying. It's like, you know what MD always tells you, that she's always looking for that one big signing right there. Like, Tottenham don't make big signings. Simmons is a big signing. Yes, it's convenient with how it happened and how he fell into it. But nobody's going to care at the end of the day. I ain't seen no Tottenham fan crying about Eze no more. Yes, do we all want it Eze? 100% want it Eze. But when I go and look at somebody who I don't think at his best is not far off him, about like 5 years younger, and you having him at least locked up for at least the next 4 years, and then you pairing up with Kudus, and then you heard about the stuff that you're still trying to persist with Savinho, if it's not going to work, is with Lookman. I'm looking about the idea and think that you're trying to really build like a really good attack right there. No, of course, you have Richarlison up top, you have Sri Lanka on top, but guess what? Those two have no excuses no more if you're going to go and send somebody left wing that has some sort of level. They ain't got no excuses no more. So it's like, I'm always all about, even if I have question mark about certain players, I'm about the ceiling racing and the level racing of the team, and I feel like Simmons represents everything in there, and I'm personally happy with the signing. I'm personally happy with the signing, despite some of my questions that I have with him. And to be honest, I was literally saying this: if we wasn't signing a player of that magnitude, nobody's wearing that number 7 for me because ain't nobody at the football club even comes close to even be having the number 7 on the back, just from a expectation standpoint of who you inheriting the number for. And I feel like Javi is fine. Like I think Javi is fine. He has to counter.
Imagine having a mediocre number 7, man. Could never be my club. Sorry, go on as you were.
No, that's hilarious. But
Manchester Minerals Maniac Mount.
Hey, no one asked you. No one asked you.
Hey, nobody else. Hey, no.
No one asked you.
But I didn't ask if you want
to wrap it up. To wrap it up though. To wrap it up real quick though. No. This guy. Boom. But no, to wrap it up real quick though. Happy with the signing. Happy with the club actually persisting to trying to, despite all the rejections, just persisting of trying to chase a certain level of player and not go back to what we usually do. And yeah, it worked out in the end. So everybody's happy. But Chelsea fans, I guess. My timeline was going crazy at midnight, past midnight. Shit, I'm seeing Chelsea fans.
Bro, I was in a park at 3 a.m. yesterday, just spacing out.
I remember saying,
I don't think he's a player.
The amount of Chelsea fans that I saw changed the obvious to just blackout. Bro, it's like crazy. It's not like Chelsea can't go and get also other good players, but it's like But
Nacho, I hear it. Sorry, go.
No, I don't know. That's their problem, innit? But like I said, no, I'm hearing that we want to go for centre back. We want to go for left winger. If you can say we can sign a quality left winger, whether it's Savio or Lugman, and you try and get me a centre back, I think you're ending the window really good, despite all the faults that it has.
I get the excitement to an extent. As a player, I've never thought he's a game changer. I've always thought if you put him in a good team, he does his job well. But again, with Thomas Frank and the way he plays, the way he utilizes people like Xavi, could he play over his level that I believe he's at? Absolutely.
That's actually what I was going to say. I think he'll do better than I think.
So what do you say? What do you say, Steve?
No, I was saying I agree with what Eddie's premise is basically. Because look, I think he's a talented player, but like, let's not act like last season he wasn't trash as hell. I'll give some allowances. I'll give some allowances because Marco Rosa was trash as hell last year and the year before that, and Xavi still did his thing. Like, I think he's a hella talented player, but like, he's going in off the back of that. I don't know. I don't like that.
And this is where I say this is where the question mark. This is where I was saying I have question marks forever. This guy, he will be somebody who can fulfill his potential, or somebody who can fulfill, especially at a very dysfunctional football club. I'm not gonna sit here and say like we are complete all of the sudden and we have all the players. Now we still need a left winger. I still, in my opinion, think we need to sign one midfielder. I still think you need to buy a goalkeeper. I think you still need to buy a striker. So there's so many positions there, but this is where I believe, as a football club, when you're gonna go on trying to make a signing like this, you go all out. You're gonna go and try to sign that left winger that people saying we're trying to chase. You're gonna buy the backup centre back for Van der Ven, and then from then on, you go for next season. Let's say the left winger Simmons and Kudus do all well, then you don't have to focus about the guys behind the striker. Then you look at what the strikers were doing this season coming up, and you're trying to go and upgrade the striker. You're trying to go and get that midfielder that's supposed to be game changing. This is all about sport building at the end of the day. And like you said, Eddie, I partly agree, partly disagree in terms. I do think Simmons can be the best player on the team, but I also do believe in the same time the team has to be good. And this is where I say the reality is this season is not going to be a season where Tottenham's going to go and win trophies and they're going to go and get top 4 and shit like that. No, it's a transition season from last season where you're trying to go back into this European spot, preferably in the Champions League, and you build on from there. And this is the way I look at it. This is not some madness where I'm expecting guys to come in this season and do a madness. and I think everybody's
I didn't want that to be
I think everybody's realistic about that, and I think as long as everybody understands where we're trying to head to, and everybody does their job, I'm fine with it for this season.
And again, I didn't want that to be like what you're saying. I was only trying to figure out what the perspective was of Tottenham fans, because again, to your point, the Green Goblin glow up is upon us, people. Like I've been a fan of this dude ever since he knew Ten Hag was a fraud from the moment he played against him.
The Green Goblin.
You know what's funny, bro?
Bro is really fit. He's out for the blood, and you can see he's walking with a certain confidence. Like his team is as well.
Since the PSG game, bro, it's I don't know what's going on, bro. The dude has been starting to talk, because during the preseason, I was kind of not impressed by Thomas Frank. If I want to be honest, I just didn't. I wasn't. Nothing really excited me of what I was seeing on the pitch. The way he talked kind of bought me, to be honest. But like, you kind of start seeing like it's starting not heating up. I'm saying that he's trying to start getting into showing a bit more of his personality, which I want to see. I want my manager to show a personality. I ain't trying to see my manager trying to be the nice guy and shit. Nah, talk your shit, bro. Talk about how you prepare for this game, prepare for that day, and we already get everything down, bro. Like, gotta deepen, bro. We changed this broke nigga's life, bro. As the meme said. Thomas Frank ain't never seen. Thomas Frank ain't never seen.
You don't know Jazz is black.
Yeah, I'm black. German Ghanaian, bro. But bro, he was never gonna see these type of players at Brentford. Let's keep it a buck, bro. He was
never signing Kudus for
but
that.
that's not even seeing much. I mean, again, you're still Tottenham. Don't get it fucked up.
No,
like, you still got Cookie Romero running around people.
But see,
but I get your point.
You can be true. You can be true about that. You can be true. But there's still levels. It's not like we Aston Villa where we complain about the Big Six cartel and how the Big Six is the reason.
Relax, you're not Aston Villa.
I mean, no. Hey, my fan base ain't complaining about how the Big Six is ruining the league with the PSR. My fan base ain't complaining about that. But again, I don't put Marlon on 150k. But that's a competition. That's a conversation for another day. But my point is here.
Yeah.
He got into a bigger role, and as much as people are trying to say about what they're saying about Tottenham is pressure. There is. I'm not saying it's Man United pressure. Obviously, there's different type of pressure. There's Real Madrid pressure. There's all sorts of pressure.
He's gonna kick y'all out for a.
Hey Eddie.
Take
that shaky off Eddie, man. Take the black.
Eddie, I can use it as a prime example. My club hasn't won a trophy in 17 years. Beat your team in the fight and still sucks the manager. You kick your manager.
Oh,
again,
he kept. He's gonna have that. He's going after your main bitch, bro. You're gonna have that.
300 times.
I'm going after Eddie.
You don't lose.
No, but I'm saying, but this is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say. But if this was Crystal Palace, if this was Crystal Palace,
this is what we was doing. Coming to the park.
But what he said. No, but going back to say before I got insanely interrupted by an individual, which I'm not gonna name. Like I said, there is pressure, and there's a different type of pressure going from Brentford and Tottenham, even if it's not gonna be Real Madrid, Man United, and shit like that. So I mean, this was all I was trying to say until somebody tried to root me.
Eddie, we ain't in the burnabout, man. Just relax, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't in the Eddie. We ain't in the burnabout.
Eddie,
Well,
look,
like-
I know your team
this
doesn't
is
like
Hey.
playing-
Wow, bro.
Eddie,
And I
your
didn't
team
see this
don't
the
like
thing.
playing black and
He's
white.
a prick,
teams.
He
you know?
said there's a part of them
Look,
that wakes up
look, look,
every
look.
morning knowing the weight of the Tottenham Hotspur
Look,
badge resting
bro.
on their chest.
I'm
Are
sorry.
you
I'm
kidding
sorry
me?
that I'm
you
sorry. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
thought that
sorry.
was a dream.
Hey,
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 He said it was a dream.
Eddie, you know what it is?
hey.
It's carrying,
Oh my
it's
God.
carrying North London's
Bro,
European
it's a heavy ball, bro.
There was no need for that shit.
If-
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about fucking
Wait, I mean, don't see. When you go out of applause, he just told you a fact.
Fuck
He just
Tottenham,
told
like,
you a
you man are
fact.
talking too much
He just
about
told you a
Tottenham.
fact.
I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
man, North London is ours, bruv.
And you fucking still
No, I'm saying.
man.
Yeah, North London is ours, just like the rest of London.
Hey, no. Stay full of them, man.
over the
No,
last
that's
West
saying.
Ham got invited to
Don't
that
give
party
them
before
Chelsea.
you did.
Let-
And you want to
Yeah.
talk to me?
And bro, we had already. We already did the job. Wait, West Ham? Wait, why are we talking about West Ham?
Talk about the Conference League. Shout out West
Shout
Ham, man.
out West Ham. Shout out West Ham, man, bro.
Shout
By
out
the way, I do want to ask about West Ham. How is the 55 million net spend looking like on the right wing for West Ham right now?
That's tough.
All right, let me
That's
get
tough.
that before you man carry on. Hey, you lot not entertained. You can tell the Premier League season is back when the Q&As is packed out with all.
Shout out Jacob, man. Shout out Green Goblin, man. You look like his brother Yellow Goblin or something like that, man. I don't know.
This guy's an idiot. Girls up to 100 likes, people. We're only at 76, man. We're only at before you go, Dunsey, just 1 second. Hey, 76 likes. Let's get us up to 100 likes. Subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you subscribe to Dunsey's channel. Subscribe to Steve's channel. Subscribe to Carefree Lewis G. All the links are underneath in the description, people. All the links of the three of them are on the featured channel page as well. And all the links are underneath in the description, not just on this live stream, every live stream on the channel. Make sure you also subscribe to Sarcasm City TV clips. So that's Conversation TV, Shazberg Steve, and of course, Carefree Lewis G as well. Go on, Dunsey.
Yeah, Eddie, I just want to ask you a quick question. How come you're not shouting out the best striker you got in Maguire?
Ain't that something? Ain't that something?
Speaking of strikers,
we bought Benjamin Sesko.
Speaking of strikers,
best penalty taker by far. Best penalty taker by far at the club is actually Harry Maguire.
He's a quality penalty taker. Even when he's taking penalties for England, like he bends them. That's one thing he can do very, very well is take pens. The agreement between Manchester United and Napoli for Rasmus Hojlund is done since Tuesday. €6 million loan fee, €44 million buy option clause to become mandatory. Hojlund has already accepted, agent fees agreed. He wants Napoli, no chance to stay at United. Small details. Then here we go. That's from Fabrizio Romano. And you know what? Guess what? Quality deal. One thing I have to say is, again, about this ownership they get right is deals, incomings, and outgoings. That's phenomenal. For him, that is phenomenal because he's dreadful. To get that for him is great business.
44 million buy option.
Yeah, to get 50 million euros for him,
it's
quality.
No, it's an obligation to buy if Napoli qualify in the Champions League.
Yeah,
which they should. It would be shown. The only thing that I'm worried about is that they're in Europe and we know who the manager is. Let me not speak about the manager in Europe.
He is terrible in Europe.
Where were they? Were they in the Champions League last season?
No, they were just league.
Yeah, but hey,
Antonio.
Phenomenal business. That's what I say. This is a great deal. To get 50 million euros for him is great.
Well,
business.
not for Napoli, but for you guys.
Yeah, for us. I don't even know how they do this.
The funny part is
this is shocking to me. So we got him down.
You know what? It doesn't shock me because Conte likes weird players, bro.
They do brought Longley to my football club. Of course he would.
Before you carry on, hey, Jacob, Jeremy, you man relax in the chat. Just ignore each other, please. I don't have to time no one out, man. Like, please, it's late over here. It's 2 a.m. You lot just don't chat to each other, please. I beg. You lot make sure you subscribe to Jacob Wallraven and Sensible. Phenomenal channel.
Fight Club.
Where he's talking about the European champion Spurs. But yeah, as I was saying,
where you from, Flawless? Where you from?
From Manchester United. Manchester United. We're talking.
I just want to hear him say, just so I can be sure.
Yeah, of course, man. I'm not going in bread. That's just, you know what? That's just shots I don't see. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so you see, Don C, you see all that questioning and talking he be doing? We know the truth, Don C. He trying to get at you, bro. You might need to go handle that.
Yeah, I know. I can see his face every time he does it. The pussy old blood. It's okay. Do you know what it is? He needs to just drop his allegiance with fucking Man United because there's shit in it, yeah. And he needs to make his side bitch his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, flawless. Like, it's okay, bro.
Let me take this
real quick. It's fine to be. It's when you're in carnival, but when you're on Australia, you're showing your true colors, blood. You're wearing no pearly white, like that.
Simeone at the burn.
I'm confused though. But I'm confused. I'm confused though. But what's wrong with being a pimp though? Let me be a pimp. Let me be a pimp, man.
That's crazy.
In regards to it, in this, I still can't believe we got this much money for him. I didn't expect Manchester United, one, to get rid of him, and two, I didn't expect it to be this price. Shout out to United for this because they've done wonders.
I'm not that surprised.
I'm super surprised we got rid of him. Not because it's hard to get rid of him.
You did not. You should not
get rid of him. Is when I say that. I thought he'd still be there.
Oh, this is what you're saying. Now, there's like
I thought we would have kept him. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Because the thing, I'm just
still here, and Mount's still here, Maguire's still here. I thought he was because he weren't a part of the quote unquote bomb squad. And
because that's the thing. Because I'm a Steve Lingard. Like, I'm not surprised that you can go and get a deal. Because in reality, bro, as we said, you know what the funny part is? We have the discussions about how a player is young. When people trying to justify like a bad transfer, for example, which is funny part, I think actually Hojlund will probably do well at Napoli because Conte loves a weird transfer. But despite all that, do you know how people talk about when they're trying to justify a bad transfer? They say he's still young, he's still in development phase, he can still go and become a better player. This is how football clubs generally feel about certain players.
It's crazy.
So this is what it is. So it's like we may disagree and agree. Most likely we disagree most of the time, but this whole football clubs feel. That's why I'm not shocked that somebody comes in for me. Like obviously you said you was more shocked about the fact that you actually decided to let him go. So okay, that's the different, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it is. No, I'm surprised that we actually let him go, and I'm surprised about the amount as well. I didn't think we get this much.
I guess I'm surprised about that a bit, but to be honest, Napoli over the past few years, every single summer they buy someone like incredibly like rubbish. They buy a rubbish player for like a high fee. They do this every summer. You could check.
You think he'll do something out there, Steve?
I think he'll get like.
I think he will. I think he will.
You said
10. Lorenzo Luca is better than him though, so I would expect.
Lorenzo.
Well, he got 9. What do you? He got 9 out there for Atalanta, so probably.
Yeah, Atalanta. You know what? You know, part of me thinks Conte's gonna play 2 up top. I think he's gonna be part of the 2.
He was injured for a long time.
And then he played.
Well, they play a lot of different formations. To be fair, they played a lot.
I could see him play. I feel like he's gonna have somebody be like a makeshift striker, to be like a second striker. But then the main striker options are then the 2 up top is like. Lorenzo Luca and then Hojlund and shit like that. Yeah. Do what Giva can do doing at Atalanta, but I do think he's gonna go and score goals out there, and I do think he's gonna help me get Champions League, so he goes to Napoli then next summer, innit? But I have a question. So is it gonna, because if it's normally an obligation, it would count into the books right now. But it's said as of right now, it's an option as of right now.
So with the 6 million will be
obviously 6 million is when you get paid right now. 6 million when you get
euros is next because that's when the actual
because if I'm not mistaken, if it's an obligation, it shows on the books right now actually because it's already guaranteed. But the issue is this is a different type of deal where we don't even know if it's gonna. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It becomes an obligation once they get Champions League confirmed, isn't it? So that's what I'm saying. So I don't think you're getting actually the 44 millions in the books right now since it's not actually confirmed yet. Mm-hmm. So I was just wondering. I was actually wondering.
I'm not sure how that works because I've never seen. Because when I think about most loan, true. Say you do have loan deals where the actual if there's certain things that are mandatory for the deal to actually go.
Yeah, for example, like the
thing was weird though. Because that was supposed to be an obligation, but then it's
No,
Nah, but then they bought us all. They just find a way to board out of it. Even like the Kulusevski one, we had two obligate. We had an option to buy for Kulusevski, and then we had the obligation to buy. I think the obligation was if we would have finished in the Champions League spot, and then the option where we pay probably 5-10 mil more, and if we finish anywhere, so stuff like that. You know?
No. That'd have been it. Let's see what else. Go on.
I think the best part about that is he's going back to a league he's familiar with. He's played with Scott before. Conte kind of plays football that gives him a chance. A lot of counterattacking, a lot of
Conte gets the most out of scrubs. It's impressive.
Yeah,
he's an amazing maximizer of talent as a coach. It's amazing.
He's a winner. He's proven to be a winner in that league. So it's like
he used to come to Man United.
Mind-boggling, that coaches can actually get the more out of the player. Who would have thought?
But it's literally it's the easiest thing you can see, Flowers. That's what makes it so bad about this conversation. I can see when a team actually works well. It's very easy for people to see. Even if it's not the type of football you like, you can tell that there's a system, there's structure, and the players are about it. That's the coach.
This coach. There's certain teams you look at and you go, oh yeah, they might lack the talent, but they actually coach well. They have a clear idea of how to defend and how to attack.
You know what meme? You know what meme where it's like this kid, obviously after a American football match there, and I think it's a high school match, and he's like, players, it is not on you. Players, you gave everything that you could have done out there. It's the coach's fault. The coaches.
Oh yeah. Little league, American football is a different world, bro.
Yeah.
That is one of the most wildest sporting collectives you'll ever come across. I'm just the shit I was hearing as a kid.
Shout out the MILFs there.
Crazy.
No,
crazy.
Damn. Okay. Fuck it up. Yeah. What? Hey, fuck it up. Hey, yo.
Steve took it there. Somebody had to do it. Somebody can't do it.
I'm not lying. Nobody said, "Oh, what are you talking about?"
I don't know because I've never been out there.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, you just keep. You just said the truth. I'm gonna keep.
That's the truth.
I'm gonna keep it back. Ain't nobody was expecting you to say that. Like the next sentence right there, and ain't nobody expected you to say that.
Oh shit! And
let's keep it about.
That was
again. Shout out to MILFs.
I can't say if you're lying or not because I've never been out there to say.
Exactly.
If you're saying there's MILFs out there, I believe you, man.
There is.
I believe you.
Depends on where you go.
Soccer games.
I believe you,
bro. It makes the job a bit difficult.
No, not American like football, like the world football. I'm talking about like in a pigskin type shit.
No, fuck it. Yeah.
That was.
Speaking of pickups, Newcastle actually finally picked up a player, Steve. Volta made.
Picked up a lot.
Well, you got one finally. We've been rejected a lot, but the floor's yours, man.
We've had. Well, this is our fifth signing. Chow, Ramsdale, Riddle, and Ramsdale.
The centre back, AC Milan centre back, Malik Chow.
Oh, see, I thought you were going. Yeah. My bad.
Malik Chow, Riddle and Ramsdale.
I'm tired.
Jacob Ramsdale.
I got one, yo. I got one. Look at Jess. Hey, quit hating, man. It went in.
Honestly, I was impressed though. I'm not gonna front because I didn't see that one.
And Anthony Arango. There you go.
Steve, you have to run it back because I can't what's it called? I was.
Did you not sign? Sorry, name the players and then you'll fight. How'd you say his name?
All right, so we got Riddlin, Ramsdale, Langa, Malik Chow, Jacob Ramsey, and Votamad is 5.
Okay, so thoughts on him as a striker and how do you think he'll do?
I like his all-around skill set, but there's one big problem, and that's the shooting. Whether that's shot selection, shot power, placement, or finesse, it's a bit dicey. I'm gonna be real. His all-around game, though, is good. Like technically, he's good. He's agile. Like he can turn on a dime. He receives the ball well. Brings others into the game. I like he fits the way we play. I'm not thrilled about the signing like some of our fans are. You know, they've been watching VfB Stuttgart apparently and just been, you know, really, really. I don't know why they're so excited, but it's
maybe it's that.
Huh?
Bro, there's the funny part about it. The perception about it is that St. James Park is gonna see a 6'6" striker instead of going up in the air, pulling in the other center. But dude is gonna do nice touches like he's Firmino.
Yeah, and to be fair, that is what Isak does as well. Like
I know that, but the difference is
similar to him.
No, true. But the difference is like Isak's like what 6'1",
shooting is unbelievable. He'll take one touch. He'll sniff out stuff from.
No, that too. No, I agree with you. I agree with that. But the difference is like Isak's like what 6'1", 6'2", but like Mortimer's like 6'6". So it's like no perception is like the thing. Is like when you see somebody that
he's very quick and agile.
No, he's this is the thing. Which is the part about like for me.
Crazy.
For me, I was just kind of more surprised. I kind of like when it came out, I was actually very surprised that Newcastle came into it. Not because I don't think there's talent in the player. It's more so the fact that I genuinely believe he needs a lot of development. Prior to last season,
kind of did too. You can make that.
No, he needed two, but you would agree that Isak would. But you would, you know what I'm saying? You would agree that Isak was far further ahead of him.
Yeah.
In terms of just a player, on what the resume was about Isak already. But I looked at somebody like a Baltimore. I think before Stuttgart.
Stuttgart picked him up on a free and sold him for 80 mil or whatever the hell.
And for me,
say that again.
Nick Baltimore signed for Stuttgart and a free.
Guys, I got guys.
And they sold him.
Yeah, every time.
What's up, my guys? Love.
They signed him on a free and they sold him in 12 months for 80 million.
Yes.
Yes, but you know what you have to understand here. Prior to last season, nobody knew about Walter
Except
nobody. That's the funny thing about it. Even in Germany, people didn't know about Walter like that.
So him or Sesko?
Oh, Voltemade.
Well, I think Voltemade's the better player. But who will be the better striker in terms of like scoring goals? I actually have to see that. Because Voltemade's finishing is very woeful. I must say.
Yeah, but so is Sesko.
It's very woeful.
I don't think
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. As a striker, I need to see who's like the better goal scorer.
Hold on. So, Jez, you're saying that Sesko doesn't have the best first touch of footballer you've seen in the last 7 years. Is that what you're saying?
That's crazy.
Who said that?
That's crazy.
Everyone stop. Eddie, I'll give you 3 guesses which Arsenal fans said it. I'll give you 3 guesses.
Igor.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
It's not Igor.
Oh shit.
Okay.
No.
Okay, I'll go down Ravi.
No. Hey, Eddie, think closer to home.
Tony?
I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, for God's sake.
Actually, not surprised.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
And you know what?
Show on Sunday. He's still running.
Don C and Fullis were both on the show, and they didn't say anything when he said that. They just ignored it.
I must have missed that. That one went over my head.
What about
reason?
I promise you, Walter has a better first touch than Sesko. So the fact that he said that is actually crazy. That is Walter is just
a better footballing brain.
Oh, 100%. It's kind of weird. Like I said, you've seen the 6'6" guy.
It sounds like my kind of striker.
No. This is the funny part. This is a Volta is prototype Eddie right there, just as a striker in 6'6".
Oh.
Like techie baller.
He's baby wow. He's baby wow. Are you telling me he's baby wow?
No.
But he's much more he's way much more technical, much faster, much more mobile.
Damn, United.
Yeah.
Damn.
But that's the thing. Though.
Eddie, I'm not even like gassed about it. The problem is his fucking shooting, and he's a striker.
And this is another thing as well. Stuttgart signed him last season on a free, and he wasn't even a regular starter.
Oh wow. Okay.
So this is why I say that's what I was saying.
This is the big gamble from us.
And this was my problem.
Isak gets sold, yes or no?
No.
So could he play up top with Isak?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can. It's the same thing what they tried to say about the Etiquette. It's not as like profile-wise, they're not really far apart, to be honest. I think Votamada just probably approaches this game a bit different. Like, he's more willing to do the hold-up play, trying to back off the defender.
More the bump and grind.
Exactly.
Like
but
he embraces the physicality more.
A lot more than Etitiko.
Would you say he's like? Can you compare him to Giroud?
No.
It's kind of weird. I never seen somebody like Votamada, to be honest. Like, bro, the dude is 6'6", and I don't see anybody moving like that.
Yes, it is. It fits the way we play really well, to be honest.
But this is what I'm saying. That's why it's such a big gamble, because
it is.
They buying him based off just a one season. Prior to that, gotta remember before Stuttgart.
I think they're buying him off of like it's the Euros, the under 21 Euros.
Yeah. That too. That's 100% because he was really good in that tournament. He was really good in the tournament.
He should be,
because he scored a hat trick and then his name was flooding the timeline.
No, 100%. And the funny, this is the weirdest part. This is what I'm saying. Votamada's career is hella hilarious.
It is.
Before Stuttgart, he was in the Werder Bremen academy, Werder Bremen first team. He did nothing. He went on loan, scored 10 goals in the third division, went back, started all Bundesliga, started 30 or 34 Bundesliga matches, scored 2 goals. Werder Bremen releases him, goes to Stuttgart, and be like a big part player, scoring 18 goals, and then he goes to 18 million later to Newcastle. This is why I'm kind of saying, like, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy that Newcastle paid that much money for that little evidence. But then at the same time, the reward can be actually crazy if he can figure it out.
I think we overpaid probably by like 15 or 20, to be honest. But I feel much better about it than going for a Nico Jackson, insert scrub ass striker here. I would much rather overpay.
He's the unknown. He's the unknown.
Yeah. So I'm glad we did that and not freaking, like I said, buy Jackson.
And Steve, you think you're keeping Isaac, right?
Yeah, because nobody's gonna pay the 150 until I'm shown otherwise. That's the price for Isaac, 150 pounds.
No, I
What makes you say that?
I just think actually, yeah.
But that's what our chairman said, so I'm holding that mofo accountable.
No, like, because I'm in agreement. I didn't hear your chairman say it. No, I just thought that was the price. That's been
the price for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay. That's why I must have heard it then.
That's why Liverpool,
the whole.
If someone pulls up with 150 million,
I've been saying this prime. I think Liverpool's are the one that are causing the issue because they just don't want to pay the money.
Yes.
And the thing is, right? I hear it because when I look at Liverpool, yes, as great as Isaac is, like the Liverpool, there's 3 days until the window, 2 days until the window ends. The Liverpool have the money to spend on Isaac and also get a centre back, which they desperately need, and maybe possibly get a DM because without Gravenberch, their midfield is very open, which makes their defense even worse. So priority-wise, focus on the centre back.
I think.
Bro, Votamada ain't worth what we paid for him. Guess what? We paid for him.
That's true. That's very true.
He's worth 150 mil all you want.
Like, I don't think he's worth 150, but to Newcastle, if I'm Newcastle,
I valued him at 150. Yeah.
Did you have that? That's my thing. Did you have that 90 already set aside for something like this, or is this like
because they spend on Sesko? They tried Sesko.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Thank God we did. Sesko
and they tried to get Etitiki as well for the same amount. So also, it's not like they've never had the money.
Newcastle have been trying to get players all window, so they've had a lot of money to spend.
Yeah.
So like spending 80 on Votamada, I guess it makes sense because you've had big money to spend on players all window. Yeah. They just rejected you.
Scale revenue, for God's sake.
And for me, it's like, you know, because we did the same thing to Kane in it, where we said to City 150 or piss off in it, and they tried to lowball us, and we said no. And I was saying this, like, regardless of what the situation is with Isak and what he's saying, bro, don't go like Dickens, bro, and just take less money just because he wants out of it. Nah, pay the money, bro.
Not at all.
Pay the money. What's funny about that Kane thing, right? When it was Kane, bro, not many people had sympathy for Kane, bro. But people wanted to have sympathy for Isak.
Nah.
I told you, Prime. They had Isak on Robben Island. That's what Liverpool fans will have you thinking. Isak
but when it
stuck
was,
on Rob,
but when it
Robin
was
Island
in,
right
people
about
said,
now,
"Well,
man.
you shouldn't
Oh.
trust Levy. I don't care about your gentleman's agreement." But now it's happening to Liverpool.
I'll be honest. There was also a lot of people. There was a lot of people who was treating Kane like he was Prince Charles' child, and how he needs to be saved and all that, bro. Saved for what? Nigga, pay the money, bro. Pay the money, bro. Like I'm saying, pay the money.
In regards to it, pay the money. Yeah, pay the money.
Bro, people act like you know how you call Adam Wharton white Jesus. This was literally Kane in people's eyes. Free him. Leave the club. Leave the club.
No, I rate. No, let me clarify this. I rate Wharton. The reason why I call him white Jesus is the way people talk about him. That's what I'm saying. Every time I don't see an £100 million player.
Steve, stop it.
Adam Wharton fucking Ryan's boyfriend.
Yeah,
I think he's a good player. So that's what because when I say it, the chat erupts and say, "How can you not rate him? He's the guy." You know what I'm saying? He transformed your midfield. That's what I call him.
I think he does transform your midfield.
See, I don't see it.
I did. However, I disagree that he's worth 100 mil. However, a Belieber's also not worth 100 mil. See, like this is just the day and age. This is the day and age that we live in, where
I think.
That's why I always say to people when it comes to price tags for players nowadays, it's a lot more than just their ability and their past performances. So much go into it. That's why
in hindsight now, is Caicedo worth the money you lot spent on him in your
opinion? Of course.
In hindsight now, yes. Okay. But I'm someone who, like, I don't agree on spending, like, I don't think anyone's really worth 100 mil. However, I also believe if you are going to spend big money on a player, you got to make sure you get the best possible value you can. Because it's crazy, because all the players that have gone for 100 mil plus in the past, 10 years or so, Declan Rice is the only one to move and not win a trophy. It's crazy how that works.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I
don't want. I watch him play. I think good player. Yes, that's it.
He doesn't stand out.
How much, Flores? How much do you think he's worth?
He doesn't stand out to you, Flowers.
60.
Okay, and I'm not even saying I disagree. 60. He's English. That makes him 100 mil.
Yeah, to the English tax. But then that's the point I'm making is like you have to add that furthers my point because you have to add the English onto it. Because if he was that, because there's certain English players I look at and go, "Oh, you are like you're super talented." I just don't see it with him. And I think when people say it, people don't see it like that. I get what you're saying. Like I think clubs will, yes. Well, it's the way the chat talk about him. Like I don't think he's anywhere near Belieber.
I think they're different players, obviously. But
they're different players. I'm talking about what they both do. Of course, they don't do the same thing, but I'm saying in regards to what they both do and them being I don't see it.
I think he's better. I think he's better than Belieber. I don't think Belieber's worth 100 mil. However, for Brighton and how Brighton operate. Yeah, it's no surprise why they think he's worth over 100.
No, yes, but I think the reason why I think Belieber's worth 100 million because I think you get 100 million's worth of he adds 100 million to your team.
As of right now. Yeah, because you know
let's for example, if he goes to Liverpool, he improves them by 100 M's.
Yeah.
If he goes to Arsenal, he improves them by 100 M's. I can't say the same for Wharton. Big up, Dunsey. I don't.
Big up, you know what? Can I have a 2 cents on this?
I disagree.
No, because you know what it is here. Because you know, for me, I think my biggest issue with the Adam Wharton conversation is. Remember when we had the conversation with Chad and we went back and forth, Chad about McAllister when he was at Brighton.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's the same. I think that is, and I think that's my issue is that. People will tell you about how they feel about Wharton. Don't get twisted. There's people out there that I believe.
What was the convo about McAllister?
The chat was screaming that he was world class.
We had the same issue with the same thing they said about Wharton because we said that we don't think McAllister's like world class. We think he's a good player.
Like we're saying he's a very good player.
This is before.
Oh, when he was at Brighton.
This is Brighton.
Brighton.
I don't. To be fair, I don't remember him at Brighton, but at Liverpool. I would
but this is the thing. We're talking about Brighton before you made the move, and Chad was saying he's world class, and me and Flores disagreed about that and said we think he's a very good player, very good player,
God, I
but he's
remember
not.
that.
He's
Yeah,
not work,
yeah,
but he's not work,
United.
but he's not world class. And for
Yeah.
me, that conversation made me believe that people see the bits of what McAllister do that seems world class, but don't actually watch Brighton week in, week out. And I think this is the same thing with Wharton, where people see the highlights of Wharton, and when you're looking from Wharton's ability, and if you imagine it, what it can be in a better team and the thing getting better, you can believe this is a world class player in the making right there. But do people really sit there? Do people sit there and watch Palace on a consistent basis where they can generally say
we watch
about
Palace
Wharton?
on a consistent
And-
basis.
watch
and-
it way too
and-
much.
and-
That's why I don't think
We
he's
do.
obviously
We
he's
do.
not
We watch it.
No, but then, Brian, but this is what I'm saying. But Brian, we're not talking. But this is what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying, Brian. We're not.
It's like the game against you lot, and people are like, "Oh, Wharton busted." He played well.
I don't think you played well, but he wasn't.
Yeah, but that's that. Yeah, but
He
people
played
will
well.
see. But what
He
people will
busted.
see. Wait, Wharton against United.
No, when
No,
he
it wasn't
played you
against
lot-
Chelsea.
lot.
The first game of the
This
season.
Yeah.
First game of the season.
People
I
are
think it was
like,
a
"Oh,
good
yeah,
game.
did you
I
see
think
Wharton?"
I think it was good.
Palace didn't do, barring the Eze free kick, which is Sanchez.
But it's the point. That's the point. That's the point.
That's my point. People were like, "Oh, did you see Wharton in the?" He played well
And-
against
and
Chelsea, yes, but he didn't boss it.
Also, I do like. I do rate Wharton, but I don't
No,
like.
I rate Wharton too. But this is the funny part.
Yes, what you said about people who like will only see like bits and pieces and won't watch the full game. From what I've seen of Baliba at Brighton, and I don't watch Brighton a lot. That's why I didn't have much on João Pedro when we signed him.
I watched
I
him
don't.
way too
I
much.
really don't
He's a good
see
guy.
Baliba being worth over 100 mil. I'll be honest. I don't.
But you know what? But you know what's funny about that, Brian? Remember we had the conversation on how you told me how you didn't believe that Caicedo at one point wasn't worth the 100 million, and how he proved you wrong.
Yeah.
And I think this is the same. And I think it's the same situation with somebody like a Belieber, because I feel like for the overall skill set, even though I think certain things, I put it this way. I think Wharton is a preference for a lot of people because of what type of midfielder he is. Keeps it neat. He can go and win you tackles, good on set pieces, can put him across. But he's like a tempo controller. Where I feel like somebody like a Belieber is more of like an all-action midfielder. I can out there pressing. I'm the engine of the midfield. I can run around, cover the whole world basically in order. I feel like for me
easily say that
personally,
the other way around though. I could easily say people don't like understand like tempo controllers, but people will understand a midfielder that just runs around and does everything, because that's why people love Kante, because he's so busy all the time. But people don't really see what a Jorginho does, because all they do is just keep the ball ticking.
I agree, but this is what I say. Where I say preferences in the end of the day, and I think there will be a lot of people saying, "Now Wharton ain't it," and they will say, "Now Baleba is this guy," but then this guy sit here and say, "Now Wharton is this next," like Flo says, "White Jesus," and Baleba is not is a cool player, but you can find and this is where I sit here and say, I do believe there's a preference thing, but I also believe that like if it comes up to me, I'm always gonna go with the all action midfielder, like a Believer, because I believe this is a midfielder that actually transforms your midfield. Well, as a Wharton, as much as I think Wharton's hella talented, and I'm actually one of the first people to actually speak about Wharton on the channel actually when he was at Blackburn.
Who was at Blackburn? Chelsea were actually linked to Wharton.
No, Chelsea and Tottenham too. And Tottenham too.
We're actually linked to Wharton now.
No.
Just you to have that as your notification tone, yo.
Oh yeah.
Nah, she said this guy.
It was choo choo train.
Oh yeah. He's been.
People. I could actually vouch and say I do watch too much Palace because of this lot. I'll be watching fucking.
Yeah. The songs for the conference.
Say I sit down and watch
By the way, we're doing the conference league. We're doing the conference league.
Yes.
Just like how you said.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Funny enough, Palace are also playing an Irish team as well, so that's funny.
That was a
Jump on the watch along. Jump on the watch along.
They're playing Shelburne. They're coached by Damien Duff, actually, and they won a league title last season. But Jez, it's interesting because just like you said, you prefer players like a Believer who are all action over a Wharton. I prefer tempo controllers. That's why I rated Jorginho, and most Chelsea fans didn't.
And this is why I feel like it influences people's opinion, and I feel like a lot of people when it comes to water. And they're kind of a few because tempo. Let's keep it. Tempo controllers, and especially more, as time goes on, people always sit here and tell you how you need a tempo control, and especially with the way you saw PSG play football. Everybody wants a Vitinha now. Everybody wants somebody who can go and control the tempo. Guys want to have the Fabian Ruiz's and the Joe Neves, which is funny enough. Joe Neves is a bully. People, he's a bully, bro. But this is a conversation for another day. So
when you
I don't know. Like I said,
when you play at a big club and at a big team, like you can't just be a ball winner unless you're Kante, unless you're a freak. You cannot just be a ball winner. You have to be a lot more. I look at Belieber. I don't. If he's at a team where you have the platform and the limelight, like a United, say, whatever, or a Chelsea or whatever, I don't know if you can do more than just being a great ball winner.
But it's the funny part. But it's the funny part about it, though.
You see,
this is why I believe. I believe he can. This is the thing. I believe he can do these things. Because I remember Belieber at Lille in France. Whoa. The trades are there. The trades are there for the player. But then, like I said, that's what I'm saying. Depending on what your preference is, you're gonna have a certain way on how you feel about a player. And I feel like when I see a player like Belieber, it gets me more excited. That's why I've been popping up the stuff for so many years.
Yeah, but
I'm not gonna lie, he's been impressing me recently, man.
But this is the thing. I always knew this is his skill set. It's just that the managers prior to him never wanted to use the best out of him.
Because with Caicedo, my big thing was I can't pay 100 mil just based off of one season. Like I think most of us feel that way, to be honest. With Belieber, we'll see because it looks like he's staying. Unless
I think he's staying as well.
Definitely.
But
I'll be honest, Brighton more and see what happens.
I'll be honest, Brighton, even if United go and bid 100 million, you asking Brighton to replace him in damn near under 3 days.
Hey, don't be Liverpool. Fuck all that. Stop the money down in that Brighton deal with that shit.
Bro, Brighton, they have some. Brighton or Brighton.
This is the funny part about it, but they let their replacement go to Sunderland. But Siddiqui, man, Siddiqui Sunderland. And I think
I watching too much football.
It's kind of random because we did the USG watch along. This was the only watch along last season.
Because I remember I asked you on the watch along who he is. I was like, who is this? Because he played well in that game.
He stood out.
You remember,
but I mean, it'll be interesting, but we'll see. Because, like, for example, everyone knows how I feel about Declan Rice, but there's a reason why. Now that he's at Arsenal, people expect him to do a lot more, and he can't do a lot more. And I'm like, bro, this is what he is. Yeah. So that's why I'm looking at Belieber. If he goes to, like, especially United, where particularly with the other midfielders you have, and also particularly your manager, if he's playing with Bruno in midfield, and then Bruno does what Bruno does, and Belieber's left on his own. I saw how people treated Caicedo when we had Poch, Caicedo's first season at Chelsea. People are going to be expecting him to do everything when he can't do everything.
All right, fellas.
Let's get to this before we close out. Steve, floor's yours. Newcastle Champions League fixtures. Barcelona at home, Benfica at home, PSV at home, Athletic Club at home, Paris Saint-Germain away, Leverkusen away, Marseille away, and then USG away. Floor's yours.
All these games are bangers, to be honest. I'm trying to think about which one I'm excited for the most. Barcelona with their high line and obviously their fucking incredible quality going forward. That could be scenes. I'm glad it's at our place because if we were at in Spain, we'd probably get packed up like 4-1, 4-2. We could beat as crazy as it sounds. We could beat Barcelona 3-2 or get a 3-3 or something. You know what?
Like Gordon and Alanga with all that space. Jesus Christ.
With Voltemade as well. And then off the bench,
is he quick?
Voltemade? Oh yeah,
he has a good step. He has a good step on him. He moves. I don't know anybody who's that agile at that height, man. I just don't.
No, it's kind of.
Now that I think about it, like Alanga and Gordon with all that space. Jeez.
Man, and the thing is, and Voltemade
kilometers an hour. Voltemade. That's how fast he
shit.
And he's a facilitator as well on top of that. So I feel like it helps because I was always
He just
wondering.
needs to improve in his shooting, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Because I was wondering all the time, like when you was going after Vissa, I was thinking, how does Vissa, Gordon, and Alanga work in it?
You should play Wissa in the. I would
You
have
might hold
taken.
it down.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, but in terms of like fit wise, fit all together to get
I
the
don't worry
maximum out
about
of them.
that with like a Wissa because Wissa's quality. I've been a Wissa.
No. He's quality. He's quality. Now he's quality. So from an individual standpoint, I'm not worried about him. It was more about how do you maximize not only him but also the whole front three kind of thing. That's why I was kind of thinking about it.
That's fair. Because Wissa could play wide right. Like it would be an issue, but yeah, with
But
Ultimate.
it's a good issue because he's still a good player. But
Yeah.
it's just like I said, you want to also. I feel like with the winger, especially with the way you recruited your wingers, it's important that you trying to maximize them by having the right striker, in my opinion. Because it's not like you have wingers that are looking and say they do this shit by themselves. It's not like you have Yamin Lamal.
The Champions League games, right?
Yeah,
not yet.
Yeah, so let me go. I'll go through them one by one and just give you my thoughts, and then y'all do it. So I think Barcelona, that lot of goals in that freaking game. That'll be on paper. This is an insane game to watch for neutrals. I'll be real. Benfica, likewise, because they can see goal. They can see goals for fun, but they also score. They have plenty of goals with Pavlidis, Hector Koglu, freaking Shelderup off the bench. They don't have Di Maria anymore.
What's about? Didn't you see that Achukwu? He's joining Fenerbahce now.
Yeah, I'm bummed about that.
It's not. Well, you bought Sudakov though. The 10.
Yep. Yeah, Benfica actually transfer window. I've actually been pretty happy to be honest.
Steve, do you think think in Europe, you think Eddie Howe will play with two strikers? Like he'll play probably like a back three with wing backs and play with two strikers.
So against like a Barcelona, I would probably lean towards that. I would play a Chow there for his recovery pace, and I would play Botman in the middle and then a Burn to rough up Yamal. Obviously, Yamal's gonna freaking speed around Dan Burn like he's a freaking traffic cone sometimes.
Yeah, but Dan Burn can just get in front of Yamal.
Yeah. It's gonna be one of those. Meanwhile, on the other side, Rafinha on their left and Chow on the right. Look, I don't think Chow is a freaking world beater or anything. I was kind of disappointed. I liked him a lot at Schalke. I'm sure Jez has some thoughts about Chow at Schalke. He was actually, I was impressed. That was so long ago that he was debating between being a Finnish international or a German one. So I liked him at Schalke, but I don't think he progressed much at Milan. He had like one good season. That's about it. But regardless, so Prime, to answer your question about the 3-4-2-1, I would play it in the Barcelona game. I would play it in the PSV game.
No, not a 3-4-2-1. Maybe like a 5-3-2, like two strikers, three in midfield.
No, I don't think we'll go two up top. We'll do 3-4-2-1, like we did in the Carabao Cup semifinals and versus you guys as well.
Okay, because I think a two of like Isaac Gordon, Isaac Waltermad, whatever, and then have Livramento,
Alenga, wing back or something. Yeah.
And then maybe Trippier as your back three. Because I watched you guys against Liverpool. The way you guys were playing at times, you were building out in a three with Trippier playing as a right.
Yeah. So. By the way, Trippier has been dreadful.
I know.
He's been dreadful. We need to put in Livramento. And look, Hall's been on the bench the past two games. Like, just put the brother in there, please, God. I would go the three at the back versus Barca. Probably versus PSV as well. And obviously against Paris Saint-Germain away, we'll go with the 3-4-2-1 or whatever. Against Leverkusen, you might want to go like that's nice. Yeah. I like the graphic, by the way, that we did. That's a clean graphic, I can't lie. But these games should be freaking great. So look, I'll be real, man. In terms of entertainment, I don't think there's any doubt. Like, because all these teams can counter all of them, all four of them. Union Saint-Gilloise have freaking speed on the wing, and they have Raul Floruch, who they bought from Olimpia Ljubljana, who's had good start to their season. They wing the Israeli wing back, and then the brother on the other side, Van Hout, or whatever his freaking name is, I forget. But they got pace on the break, and they play well in Belgium as well. So that's going to be a good one. Olympique de Marseille away is probably the most intimidating atmosphere in Europe, to be honest. It's kind of a mad one. And they've got a good front three of Greenwood, Guiri, and not Rabiot anymore. That
Aubameyang.
Scrub. Aubameyang. That's horrifying. So that'll be a lot of fun. And the center backs at Marseille are brilliant. I rate them very highly. Medina, Balerdi, and Egan Riley's look good in Marseille's last game against Petty FC.
Egan Riley.
CJ Egan Riley. Yeah, they bought him from Burnley. He's a Man City Academy product, actually.
Is that English?
Yeah. English youth. So, and then Leverkusen, I watched their game against Hoffenheim last weekend, and I watched their cup game. They are a bit frantic. They're very Ten Hag-y, which makes for entertaining because like they vacate the midfield and shit. So, but going forward, they look all right. They just missed a few too many chances versus Hoffenheim. They're playing Werder Bremen.
Crazy. Like that's a
yeah, they're very Ten Hag-y, bro. Like it is what it is. So that'll be interesting. I would have rather played Leverkusen at home than away, and I would have swapped out for maybe an athletic club, but it is what it is. There's goals, and they can counter very well. And Paris Saint-Germain speaks for themselves. On the counter, they could rip us to freaking shreds. Like, it's going to be peak if we have Riddle and Ramsdale in goal. Honest to God. Like, I'm a bit worried about that. So, then, Floss, we want to go to the home games. So, all four of those teams can counter really, really well. And then if you go to the home games, all these guys can counter well as well. They all can. I know Athletic Club did not put in a good showing at all last year in the Europa League versus Man United. It was fucking embarrassing on their part, but that when they have their squad healthy and kicking, they have a very good manager in Valverde, Sunset, the Nico, Williams, Sanadi up top. They can counter very well. And that's at home. And then PSV these are Dutch Ange. They're like PSV games. I don't miss many of them because they're freaking basketball games. They're good. They're a good team. And actually, like a lot of their new signings, like Van Bommel to replace Lang, Saibari, huge threat going forward. Pepe needs to start for them more, but he's just coming back from an injury that he had in preseason. He's a really good striker. And on the other wing, they got Perisic, bro. Perisic can put balls on a plate still at 35, 36, however old he is. So.
Pepe, the American.
Pepe.
Yeah. Ricardo Pepe.
Yeah. So, yeah, bro. Like I said, entertainment. I expect pretty much all these games to be freaking barn burners, like a lot of goals, a lot of chances. In terms of points,
you got some very, very good games, man. Entertaining. I just need to drop the date. So, and all these games will be on the Twitch as well, just to clarify, people. Yeah. All the watch-alongs we do: Champions League, Europa League, and/or Conference League. Because
do you like watching Newcastle the most out of the Champions League teams from England? Spurs,
not
Chelsea,
the most, but I do. It's right up there. I do, 100%. And if Voldemort it's probably you lot. Because I despise the others, so it's probably you lot.
Fairs.
Hey, what else?
Wait.
Oh yes, I forgot. Spurs are cool.
So the rest of them, in terms of points, what I think is gonna just initially. So Barcelona, I'll just be real. Probably
real one,
high scoring loss. Benfica, I think will win, like a 3-1 or a 3-2. PSV, I think will have enough to win, and I think Athletic Club as well. So I think we'll get 9 points from our home games. 9. And then with the away games, loss.
Wait, you'll get 9 from these?
From the home. Yeah.
So you'll lose to Barca.
Yeah. And I would favor us slightly in the other 3.
And what about
Paris Saint-Germain away? Paris Saint-Germain away, probably a loss. Olympique de Marseille away. Probably a.
I think you can draw that.
De Zerbi, you know what it is? De Zerbi had Howe's number. I'll be real. And they do have a good team. They really do. Their forwards for me are better than ours. If I'm being real. Greenwood. I'm taking Guiri. What's it called? I'm taking Greenwood, Guiri, Aubameyang over Alanga, Gordon.
Watermother.
That's
but I do think you beat them in the midfield, though. I do think the midfield is quite important.
Yeah. But in the midfield, I favor us against a lot of teams just on that day, particularly at home. And
I think that's the key difference, isn't it?
I'll go with the draw for now versus Marseille. Leverkusen probably a draw. And Union Saint loss.
I feel like you beat Leverkusen is an away feature, right?
Yes.
Leverkusen is away, but I just don't. I watched bits of that first Bundesliga match, man.
They started the game well, and they scored first.
They did.
Only been one Champions League with the league phase, but how many? What did 8th place finish on last season? Does anyone know?
I think it was like 15-ish.
Champions League.
So roughly to get to.
Double check that though, real quick.
I'll check.
Yeah.
So
8th place last year, 16 points.
Yeah, Villa 16 points.
And the team that got 11 points, there were 3 of them. 24th, Club Brugge. Sporting at 23, and Man City at.
Somebody's mic bucking.
I think it's Prime.
Yeah, I think it's Prime.
No, that would make sense because 15 is like 5 wins. So if you win 5 games and get like a point or 2, that would make sense being enough.
I think goal difference is a thing as well. No?
Yeah. So
true.
I think we will.
You said you win your 3. That's 9. What about your away games?
Like I said, Paris Saint-Germain loss. Leverkusen, I'll go for a draw. Marseille, I'll probably go with a draw, but 11. they can just fuck it. Marseille are such a vibe team. Like they're a weird one because when they're in terrible runs of form and their fans start to riot and shit, then they sink. But if they're in good form going into that Marseille game, they'll bop us.
What about Union Saint-Germain?
I could see that being anything.
I think Newcastle win that. I'll be honest, but
it.
No,
because USG can counter, bro. They can fucking attack, yo. And in Europe,
I think they can, but I think the defense is kind of horrid, though.
So assuming you win, that's 12 points. Let's say 13 if you draw against Marseille, like you said.
I'll go with 3 draws and a loss from the away games. Lost to PSG, draw the others. So I think we'll be at 12.
That's still 12 points.
Yeah. Which won't be. I don't think obviously that won't be enough for top 8, but we'll get. I think we'll get top 24 just.
Now last 12 point was getting you 20th.
Yeah, Juventus and Celtic.
Just
so
and even you can get 11, but this is where you play with fire and you ask them about goal difference and everything, and also I think certain fixtures as well.
Yeah. So, but ultimately Newcastle, bro. I'm here for vibes because I don't see Newcastle in the champs very often. None of us have. So I'm just here on a vibes thing. I wanted entertaining games against some big teams, some good away games for the fans to go to. I think we've got 4 really good ones. So I'm inside. I'm just looking forward to it, bro. Honestly, it's like I said, all those freaking games should be entertaining. Maybe the Paris Saint-Germain one, you could argue, all right, we're just gonna freaking hold on for dear life. But we'll see.
It's gonna be good.
You bring this up.
100%. We're gonna close out shortly. Shout out, Kels. Yo, hope you're blessed, Kels. Hope you're good.
Eco.
Hello.
How you doing? You all right?
Oh, for God's sake, man.
Yo. Guy's game.
No,
I'm
that's
good.
it.
Women,
The same I was gonna say. What's
Your
this?
text tone.
or not, Steve. Steve, tell your women to stop messaging you. Anyways, this is Spurs and their games. Dortmund at home, Paris Saint-Germain away, Villarreal at home, Sparta Praha.
Slavia.
Slavia Praha,
It's the same thing, pretty much.
Yeah.
Bodo Klimt.
Other
Bodo
Slavia
Klimt.
team at home, Bodo away, Copenhagen at home, and Monaco away. Jez, what do you think?
I say for me, I've got to start with home games. I say Dortmund, Slavia
Wait.
Praha, and Copenhagen should be all wins in my opinion. To be honest,
Yeah.
No, the Villarreal one. Part of me does believe we should be winning that, but then I need to see how the window ends. So as of right now, I say draw against Villarreal.
Bro,
It's a free win.
Jez, you know who's linked with Mikotadze? Villarreal.
No, they signed
That would
him.
be
Here we go already.
exciting for them. That
No. They're already. They got the here we go already. He's gone already.
what?
Confirmed. Yeah, go and check for Peach, you know.
God.
Go for Peach. They signed him, you know.
Yo, I
But-
missed
Hey, are you guys gonna
So-
buy a kanji?
But we do what?
Spurs?
Are you
Said
gonna buy a
he's gonna buy a
kanji?
kanji.
You got linked
That's
him
what-
today.
I have no clue. He needs to make a decision first. I think where he wants to go. But
You guys are the only ones he's linked to. Well, I guess Gal.
no, AC Milan as
Champions
well.
League.
AC Milan as well, apparently. But I don't know.
Hey,
But yeah. So what's it called? Let me go because I want to dip real quick because I want to make some tea real quick. But
Yeah, go on.
so I say three wins at home, and I say draw to Villarreal.
Yeah.
Lost to Paris, beat Boso, Klimt, and Frankfurt, and I say a draw away at Monaco. So I said that's 3, 9, 3, 6, 9, 10, 13,
15?
6. I think I said 7. I might have said 17 points, you know, or 16.
Jeez.
But
I
that's
lost to Paris. I lost to Paris.
I said I lost to first 2 draws to Villarreal and Monaco, and I said the rest are all wins. So what's this?
Is it 14?
That
That was nice. They gave you a Europa League group, pretty much.
That's what I was talking about. I was literally talking about it just
Yeah.
earlier, which is the funniest part about it. But apparently Champions League is that quality. But what's
Jez,
it called?
you-
Let's
the rant you went on earlier. Who said that though?
Bare Arsenal fans, of course. Who do you think? TJ was one of them.
Oh well, yeah, but then TJ's not here,
TJ.
I know exactly. I call him out. Fuck it.
bro. Why do you care what TJ says with anything to do with Europe? He's not.
No, but no, it's not just him. It's just in general. It was the general consensus that Tottenham
Yeah,
not going to do anything.
And the reason why
Champions
Arsenal fans say that is because they're your rivals. Of course, they'd say.
No, of course. But I'm saying this. I'm still gonna call it out. The fuck. So yeah,
Don't listen to Arsenal fans. They don't know what a European trophy is. So
come on.
listen to
On that note, I'm gonna be out of here. No, but big up you guys.
Blessings every single time, man. I'll catch up with you tomorrow, Sunday, whenever. Yeah, blessings every single time. Big up everyone still tapped in. Put up the like, hit the subscribe button. Who to?
Oh yeah.
Do you see what we just did with Newcastle and Spurs?
You like that? This was only supposed to be a short show. Go on, pull it up, Prime, please.
And then Steve sent me the link, so
Yeah, I'm out after these two. I need to get some rest for tomorrow.
Speaking of the Manchester in the Champions League. Flawless, can you bring this up?
Hey, United are playing AC Milan in their Champions League group.
So Manchester
Who'd
City
you give the Carabao Cup draw?
So funny. Hey, finish, Kels. Kels, I start treating you like I treat these lot, finish, I've just been let go easy because you're a female.
I ain't even make a joke.
I don't need that. I can trust me. I can banter as much as the guys can.
All right, cool. Okay, cool. I remember that.
So Man City's league phase fixtures. You've got Dortmund at home, Leverkusen at home, Napoli at home, Galatasaray at home, Real Madrid away, Villarreal away, Bodo Klimt away, and Monaco away. Damn. What are your thoughts?
There's some good games in there.
This is like the storybook. This is like the storybook set of fixtures.
Yes.
De Bruyne coming back to the Etihad, Rodri going back to Villarreal, Bernardo going back to Monaco. Like
Sane.
Dortmund come into the Dortmund, of course. That's every year. Every year, Dortmund. Every year, Real Madrid. The only one missing is Shakhtar Donetsk. That's literally it. We're missing Shakhtar Donetsk.
Hey, and speaking of fairy tale, you've got the manager that beat you in the last FA Cup final.
Wait, what? Sorry, I got to.
Oh yeah, she don't know that one.
Eric Ten Hag. Eric Ten Hag.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh god. Well, we got a player on loan there, so Claudio Echeverri.
Yeah.
It's like we got Kevin De Bruyne's going to score on us. Echeverri's probably going to score on us. Like,
are you talking about
what other storyline am I missing? Oh, Leroy Sané's coming back to the Etihad. Like, that's the whole storybook ending here.
So, what are your thoughts on how many points do you think you can get from this?
I think we'll beat Dortmund at home.
3.
I think we'll beat Leverkusen.
6.
I'll say a draw with Napoli. That game's gonna just. Oh god, that game's just gonna stab me in the heart.
Yeah, you ain't trying to see Hojlund in that. I get it. Fez.
De Bruyne's gonna do something brilliant. The crowd's gonna be singing "Oh, Kevin De Bruyne" all game, and he'll
also
stab
need to
us
know, Kels. You may not know Conte doesn't have a good record in Europe.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. I just, I don't trust this team right now. I don't even know who the fucking keeper is right now. So I can't say with confidence we're gonna. They're a better team than we are right now. Galatasaray probably should beat them.
That'll be a crazy entertaining game.
He's saying 10 points. He's saying 10 points from the home game. So Kels, you're saying 10 points from the home games. Go on, Prime, carry on.
Yeah. We'll probably lose to Real Madrid.
What? What?
Nothing.
You might crack it. What did Steve
I'm laughing at you. I'm laughing at you.
Me? Yeah. What did I do?
Nothing. It's fine.
Yo, I lost it. I lost something on my face or something. What did I do?
Nothing. It's fine. Sorry, Kyle. Before
I caught it too, Prime.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I admit
sorry.
Sorry.
Continue.
Okay, we're gonna lose that to Bernabeu.
All right, Kels, go on.
No, I ain't get right.
We'll win at Villarreal.
3 wins with a draw. That's 10 points, isn't it?
We'll probably win at Bodo Glimt, and we'll probably either lose or draw at Monaco.
Hey, see, thank you, Warrior. So, you say why do you think you'll lose to Monaco?
Physicality.
I think they're a better team than we are right now. Also, a lot of this depends on when we have these fixtures. Right now, we're not a good team because we're still at the development phase of some of these players. Like we saw in that Spurs game, man. Some of these players have to learn a little bit more.
So, Steve, do you know
I think further down the road when we start hitting our stride, so whoever we play later on, we should probably get some good results. So,
Steve, do you know how many that is that she said?
I'm being very optimistic here.
You said lost Real Madrid.
Yeah, I said win at Villarreal and Bodo Glimt, and then I'll just say we'll draw at Monaco.
So 7 points. So 17 in total.
Okay.
10 from the home game, 7 from the away.
17 as you, and that will get you. Well, last season you would have finished 6th with 17 points.
Yeah, we got to get that top 8 this year. I can't do another playoff.
Yeah, you ain't trying to do another playoff. I hate that. What are you saying, Brad?
I don't know what our injury situation is.
Pull up the Chelsea one, Prime.
Drinking a juice box?
Chocolate.
Oh God.
He's such a child, yo.
He is.
He's such a child, yo. Look at him, proper kid. So he's probably got his Dairy Lunchables with him. You know what I'm saying?
Steve regularly
Lunchables.
What are we doing?
I don't know why you guys are surprised. Steve regularly speaks about how he loves milk. So why are you surprised?
I know that, but normally he's like an adult and he gets like a glass and he fills the glass up with milk and he's holding the glass of milk, not a fucking juice box.
Steve didn't do his chores and watch the dishes. Chelsea's fixtures.
Steve didn't get an allowance this week.
Do your thing, man. Go on, do your thing.
Our home games. Barca at home, Benfica at home, Ajax at home, and Pathos. I know, thanks. Not the only one that knows football. And Pathos at home. Our away game. Oh, shut up, bro. Our away games.
You're trying to debate Steve on that? Wow.
Our away games are Bayern Munich, Atalanta, Napoli, and Karabakh. Out of these games,
You going to Baku?
I mean,
Azerbaijan, yes.
Are you gonna go?
wait,
They play
Karabakh's in Baku.
I would not recommend.
Karabakh.
That city's kind of weird. I wouldn't go.
Oh, wow.
Karabakh is
Yeah, I
in
mean,
Azerbaijan.
Chelsea have heritage in Baku, so.
Yeah,
I mean, to be
right.
fair,
They
we
win
have
a Europa
heritage
League
at
there or
the.
something?
Yeah, we beat Arsenal in the final.
Ah,
Europa.
We also have heritage in the Allianz Arena, but yeah, out of these games, I'd expect us to beat Pathos and Carrier.
Yeah. So you got 6.
I'd expect us to beat Napoli. Conte is not good in Europe, and I don't really care about like how good their team is. I don't care.
I don't know, man. You forgot Kevin De Bruyne. He hates your club.
Yeah, but he has no legs. That's
They
9.
Premier League winner.
Barca, Bayern. Just don't lose. Like, I
Do you
think
think we will though?
I think you're drawing
Barca,
the Barcelona
yeah.
game.
But Barca, I don't even know because Sanchez. But like,
Yeah, you're losing to
640,
Barcelona.
no. Hey, you're welcome.
How many points do you get? Have you gone through it all, Bram?
Barca, Bayern. I
Oh,
think we
like, I
can
want
beat
to
one
go
of
to
them.
bed.
I'll be real. But
Nah, I'm
I
asking.
don't think we're
about
beating
no
both.
I want to hear how much he is, how much he actually gives. Then I'm going to bed.
Benfica actually are a good side. So if there's an upset there and they beat us, did I cut out?
You frozen, but we can still hear you.
Oh, Benfica, they actually are a good side. So there's an upset there. Bears, I wouldn't necessarily be too surprised. But I think Benfica actually are like they could shock a team. So they could shock us. I think we can beat one of Bayern or Barca. I think we can beat one of them. Maybe lose to the other. Atalanta. I don't know. I think Atalanta. I think we can beat Atalanta as well.
Yeah.
So, what was that? 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. 18. That's too many points. I don't think we're getting 18. But I think we'll lose at least 2 games in the group.
I think you lose 3. Barca, Bayern, and Napoli.
You think it'll be Barca and Bayern released to both?
Yeah.
First.
This is league phase Bayern. Like we do this. Yeah.
True, but like us going to your ground, you're going to come out to attack us, and you're not good defensively.
Yeah, we are.
Right?
We are.
Obviously, you have Neuer, so he's Neuer. But like in terms of your actual defense, it's not that.
We have Kane. That's the reason why. That's all I can really.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's
Kane
and Barca. Like I think we could match Barca in the actual game itself, but they have their moments of individual brilliance against Sanchez. I don't trust. So there's like there's.
I think Napoli just grind out like a 1-0 or something.
Yeah, actually, I think it'd be the other way around. I think Benfica could grind out a result.
No,
I do.
Hell no. I'm telling you.
Bro, I watched you guys play against us in the Club World Cup. I watched you play the game before that in the Club World Cup, and I also watched you guys play. What was the game I watched with you, Steve, against Benfica?
Nice.
Was it preseason? Yes.
No, it wasn't preseason. Champions League qualifiers. This lady watched along for. Shout out.
You guys could. I just think I know Chelsea will have an upset in this group where we should beat a team and we won't, and I know it'll be Benfica. Ivanovic or Pavlidis, like, you know, yeah, like Antonio Silva.
How many points did you say?
9, 12. think like 15. 14, 15, 16, we can get around that.
So yeah, you definitely be if it's 15. Yeah, 15, obviously 16 got top 8, but 15 was just outside. So
I think we'll finish outside it. I don't think we'll get top 8. I think we'll be just outside it.
Really? You don't think you'll get top 8? For true?
No.
Okay, that surprised me.
Goal difference.
I think you're one of the best 8s in the competition. I do one of the best 8s in the competition.
I agree, but I think there'll be an upset. I think there'll be an upset in with the fixture.
Like outside of Barcelona, I think you're better than every team you're playing. Obviously, it don't mean you're gonna win every game, but that's why.
I think the Atalanta being a tricky game.
I heard that, but also I don't think like finishing top 8 necessarily means anything. I'll be honest.
It's just the extra games. Yeah, you don't want to run into let's say another top. Let's say for instance, that Barcelona finishes outside the top 8. We're really trying to run into them over a 2-legged tie
by like a goal. You can miss out on goal.
True, I know, true, but if we finish top 8 in the round of 16, wherever a big team that didn't finish top 8, we'd have to face anyway. So I don't think like the PSG showed that last season. Liverpool took the group, Arsenal were top as well and stuff, and they still didn't get to the final. So I think, like, obviously, I want us to do like get out of the top 8, so it's easier, I guess, quote unquote. But I think we will probably finish around like probably 9th, 10th, 11th, something like that. Because in terms of the goals and stuff, there's other teams that have quote unquote easier-ish fixtures and certain things where they can get more goals than us.
So Flawless, looking at the 4, I don't know if you've seen Liverpool's draw. Which is the most? Which team's draw are you the most excited to like? Which had the best games on paper?
Probably you lot, probably Newcastle, to be honest. But there's good games throughout. I really like this format. I'm not gonna lie. I was skeptical about it, but I liked it last year, and I was like, all right, this is cool. And then it's got to work this year, so we do. No judge, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So people, put up the likes, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. We back live tomorrow, starting on here actually. Because United Burnley is 3 p.m. We're gonna do the early game. So Chelsea Fulham will be on here. United Burnley will be on there, and then on the Twitch will be. Is it a Leeds game?
Newcastle.
Yeah, that's it. Leeds are playing Newcastle, so let's go Newcastle. And then of course you'll get another Q&A, and you'll get the Yardman show as well. And then Sunday you'll get Brighton Manchester City, Liverpool Arsenal, United Arsenal show. And then United Liverpool show Barbados edition as well. And yeah, like Pop said, there's plenty of stories for the Prem side. So yeah, it's gonna be good. But everything there is on the schedule, people. I'm out. Gunner's still live. I think he's cooking the OF scale. So yeah, just go put Sarcasm City TV raid.
Which one? Which one? There's a lot of.
Is she called? What's her name?
Oh, Leah.
Yeah, I think it's her. Yeah. Because as soon as I clicked on to send him the redirect, her face is like on the screen. So I was like, all right, gonna be in Gunner. You already know, man. Big up all my Bajans in the chat. You already know. Representing.
Barbados.
Big up everyone in the chat as well. Everyone else, all the Jamaicans, everyone else, all the other Caribbean islands. And everywhere across the globe, man. Because we all here in this crazy ass city. You know what I'm saying? That we call Sarcasm City. So big up. Love. Subscribe to Steve's channel, Strasbourg Steve. Subscribe to Lewis's channel. Subscribe to Don C's channel. Don't think anyone else was on here with a channel, but everything's underneath in the description. Anyway, man. Big up to everyone for all the raids as well. And like I said, Sarcasm City TV raid and Gunners chat, people. Sarcasm City TV raid and Gunners chat. See you lot for that Chelsea Fulham game as well at 12:30. Big up Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. Thank you very much for tuning in.